last Republican president walk in and go, hey, all this environmental stuff in the trucking industry, yeah, that's over. Scratch that. I mean, he made an oil and gas guy from Oklahoma, head of the EPA. So we knew how that was going to go.
So the rumor right now is you can order a 389 in 2023. Well, shit, you're saying you're going to sell out of 2023s this year and by July, you're thinking, right?
Wait. The orders are already stacking up, but we can't place orders yet. Nobody can place an order. Any dealer that tells you, hey, I'll take your order, they're lying to you because they do not have pricing. They have not delegated slots and allotments yet. Hasn't happened. I've got working for Rush. We're the biggest retailer of Peterbilts in the world. Nobody buys more Peterbilts than Rush. We hear things first. So that hasn't happened. But when they had a short production for the past 2 years. Next year's going to be a short production. And when they announce no more 389's, people are going to lose their minds. Every guy that's been thinking, you know what, I want one more before I retire, is going to grab it. The guys with mega deep pockets, they're going to go, fuck it, I'm going to buy 10, and I'm going to sell them all when I get them.
And each truck is a slot, right? So you're only allowed a certain amount of slots.
Oh, no. If you call me and tell me you want 10, I'm going to give you 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to sell them as fast as I can.
So when
I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do. I'm going to take every order I can as fast as I can because I want to sell as many trucks as I can. And that's all that matters. That's how I feed my family.
So rumor as of right now.
Rumor.
2023 is last year to order for 2024.
Correct. And it's not Peterbilt wanting to quit making the 389. It's all the pressure from the government. The greenhouse emissions and all the laws. That's why they slicked up the 579 so much and narrowed the nose on it. You can't get big horsepower in a 579 now because they made the grill opening so small for aerodynamics. Anything over 500 horsepower gets hot.
No joke. So if somebody's got a new 579, they don't have no horsepower.
Yeah, I mean, forever I built 579s with no skirts, tanks, big pipes, 600 horsepower. They were 579s, but they were cool. I can make one look cool, but I can't sell you anything over 500 horsepower because they can't. Because that new narrow grill opening, they shorten and thinned up the radiator and make it all fit, and it won't cool the bigger horsepowers.
So Peterbilt Steve, are you going to be putting this on your channel?
Am I going to be putting what on our channel?
As far as this 389 situation.
Yeah. When I hear it from my people at the factory and I hear it from the people in my organization, I would never want to mislead anyone or cause any panic or anything like that. But if and when it happens, I'll let everybody know.
So,
because I mean, cold hard truth, it's a sales tactic.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll be taking orders for people like me?
I hope to have 2023 pricing in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, do me a favor. When you get the pricing and you get where you can take orders, let me know.
Copy.
I thought the slots were per truck, so if I can just call you up and say, hey, I want so many trucks, then then all I gotta do is give you deposit, financing, all that, and it's a done deal.
Yeah. Show me your deposit financing, and your name goes on them.
Yeah, because we want at least 2.
That's cool.
But I ain't trying to pay no $500,000 for each one either.
Yeah, man. It's I predict it could be like Harleys in the 90s. Guys got deposits, got slots, and then tell their buddy, hey man, give me $7,500 and you can have my slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Damn, bro. Yeah, please keep me in the loop on all that, man. So,
Yeah, 10-4.
what about engines and stuff? They're still sticking with the 605, right?
Yeah. That's everything's the same as of now, and I haven't seen or heard any changes. You know, the 24 models. That's when the next emission change comes. So that's why.
Oh shit.
That's why the 23 models could be the last year, because under the current rule of the government, the 24s, 389's cannot meet the greenhouse emissions qualifications. Too much drag, too much rolling resistance, so on and so forth.
So the 2024 Peterbilts might be trash. The 389.
Well, not necessarily. Something big that happened that nobody talked about, the 22 models that we've sold all this last year.
Yeah.
There was another emission change. That was stage 3. The emissions on a 22 are completely different than a 21. We were all just kind of tight-lipped, waiting to see what happened. And everything's been really good so far. So.
So when you call me back and we placed orders, let's say in a month or whenever we're allowed to do that, so those trucks will be for 2023 is when I get delivery. 2023.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There'll be 24 models delivered in 23. Peterbilt's always a year ahead. So whatever year you're in, what's coming in is the following year model.
Well, if I go through Rush for financing, isn't financing approval good for 90 days?
It is, and in these post-COVID times, that's fine. Just as long as everybody knows that the approval is good for 90 days. In 12 months, in 11 months, we're going to revisit the finance. When I know we're 4 weeks out, hey man, we're going to take another peek at your credit.
Yeah, so you got to run it twice.
Yeah.
Oh damn. That's crazy.
There's no way around it. Because you get your approval, 10 months goes by. You know, shit, if you go out and buy 2 Harleys, a Bass boat, and 3 new Ford pickups,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't keep themselves open like
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just like that when you buy a house. You get approved, and then right before you close the escrow, they run you again, make sure you're still all good.
Oh, yeah.
But, dang, bro.
Crazy
So the 389's, I mean, you said you're sold out right now of all the Rush dealerships in the United States?
All the Rush dealerships are completely sold out for 22.
Wow.
That's 52 or 3 Peterbilt dealerships, and there's only 100 and something.
Gone.
Wow. So you guys, once they stop making the 389's, the best selling Peterbilt will be a 579 then, right? Or are they going to come out with a new model?
Rumor is it there's a 589 in the works. I've seen renderings. They're kind of cartoony, so I didn't put much stock in it yet.
So they're going to do like the W990s, right? The W900s, W990s?
Somewhat similar, yes. It'll have the 579 cab with kind of square hood.
Yeah, they're gonna screw that up.
Because there's no getting away. You have to have big horsepower, off-road style, heavy haul trucks. You can't move wind energy stuff with a 500 horse 579.
Right.
Yeah. Can't do it.
So, a lot of obstacles, but they'll get it figured out.
So when you're the last 389 you sold, because we talked last year when I was going to order one, and I remember what price we're talking about, but what was the last price you sold a 389 at in these times?
These times, average for a truck, the way it comes from the factory, disc brakes, air ride front end, platinum interior, 18-speed, 605, all the quote-unquote kind of Peterbilt Steve spec, all the right stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Before we put chicken lights and chrome and bumpers on it. 210.
Damn, 210.
210.
Yep.
Woo!
Now, are you guys still powder coating the tanks, or excuse me, painting the tanks?
Yeah, we're doing all that.
When
Yeah, dude, my custom shop is just buried.
Oh, I know. I saw it. It's sick.
Well, it's because nobody's buying anything off the lot. Everybody's ordering trucks. They come in, and then they're going, well, truck's coming in. I want to go ahead and customize it and make it just the way I want. So now we're tackling something completely new. My rig up shop is just buried, and guess what's coming along with that? All the chrome places, all the light places, everybody's behind. They can't get product either. So APUs or Thermo Kings have been in short demand or short supplies. It's just great.
Now, when you guys paint the fuel tanks, because like when I custom my trucks, when I do the fuel tanks, my guy powder coats them and then paints them. Do you guys do that too?
Powder coat then paint?
Yep, because it makes them more durable to rocks and chips.
Nope, never done that. Never seen it done.
So you guys are just painting over the aluminum?
Yep, we just prep it, spend a lot of time prepping it, and then paint it. I prefer, if the customer likes, I like to leave the ends polished.
Yeah.
That
helps for rocks and all this stuff.
Yeah, that takes care of pretty well takes care of that issue.
Yeah. Except where you want to get it polished again, you can't get it polished because it's in between the battery box. Well, that's the only problem I had with that. So. You know, if you do the ends, whatever, you got the boxes right there.
I mean, usually you got your battery box and your exhaust in front of your tank.
Right. And it's hard to get a buffer in there to polish it.
That's just an option.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, hey, man, I'm gonna get back to spinning wrenches.
Cool, Steve. Yeah, let me know, bro.
Hours.
Yeah, let me know. Good luck on that race, my dude, and let me know when you can take orders again, man, so we can get it going.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll give you a call.
Thanks. Appreciate it, bro.
See you, bro.
Bye-bye. Well, Fargo, there you have it.
Man. Hey, I missed. Now, what did he say about the 579? What were they doing? Something about the hood and tweaking it. What were they doing? He said.
Hang on a second. You put my other one in. All right, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So for everybody watching, appreciate everybody. If you guys want to come into the chat like Fargo, you can. All you got to do is just click on the link. But pretty much, I mean, you guys heard it. Rumor has it, with the administration that we have right now, they want to stop the 389 production.
Yeah. Man.
So now, see, we talked way before we got offline, or online, excuse me, and he was talking about if the new president comes in, he could actually flip it all back around and keep production going.
And keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So the rumor is so with the administration we have right now, they want to stop it. And right now, that's how it's looking. They're going to stop making the 389's. So we're January 2022, and as you heard, they're all sold out.
The whole year, the year just began, and they're all sold out, brother. Mm-hmm. They're all sold out. And to me, from everybody in the comments, you know, this was something new to me, man. I mean, the large car, you know, that was a thing, you know, thing of the road. You know, I'm trying to figure out where the trucking industry is going to go itself, you know, if this goes and there is no more 389, you know. That's just crazy to even think about that, you know. It's just crazy, you know.
I mean, I knew about it. Him and I, like, as you see, it's 7 o'clock California time. He's in Oklahoma, so
yes, 8:44.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's only an hour difference in Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Hours.
Yeah, I think about 2 hours. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Oklahoma.
So what time is it? What time does your phone say?
8:45.
All right.
Yep.
So that's where we're at with that, man. So if you guys want to get a 389,
Man.
if you guys want, they're not even. You remember I told you before, they're not even taking orders for 389s right now.
Right.
Stuart, and I done told you guys that you in Nevada got a bomb ass deal on your 389s. I told you that.
I tell you, I got the timing on mine perfect, man. Right before the prices went up, my timing was absolutely perfect, and I got it through Steve as well. Did he happen to say anything about the Cummins motor? Because I was talking to my local dealer here in Nashville, and he said he can put an order in for a new 380. This was a couple of months ago. He could put an order in for a 389, but he couldn't get a Cummins motor. It would be a PACCAR motor.
No, you heard what he said. That if anybody tells you different, that they could take an order, they're BSing you. All they're doing is taking your deposit and trying to hold you until they can take orders again.
Wow,
that's crazy, man.
I mean, you heard it from them. They are not taking orders. Period.
Yeah.
Now, really quick, let me shout some people out in the chat because I don't want to be rude, and then we're gonna talk about this. What up, G Rocka? What's going on? What up, Swift? Stuart, you're already here. I got to shout you out. Trucking with MC, what's going on? What up, Jeremy? What up, AI? What's going on? What up, Cool Trucking? Pork King, what's going on, my dude? Let me show your little comments. There we go. What up, Trucker 630? See Fargo's in here. Francisco, what's going on? What's going on? So yeah, man. So all this year in 2022 sold out. And he told me on prior conversations that if I wait until after July, all of 2023 will be all sold out.
Be all sold out. So that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
And let me, yeah. So the crazy thing is, so we're in 2022. Shit, what year? We're in 2022, right? Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it's 2022. Yeah.
So this thing's all fucking because this is like years of what's going to be happening on projections, right? So
yeah.
So August 2022, they'll be sold out of 2024 trucks, 389s.
Sold out, man. Sold out. Did he say how much those going to be running for?
He has no clue. That's why. And I don't know if you're still there, Stuart, because your picture disappeared. But this is why no dealership can take orders on 389s because they don't even know what the price is going to be yet.
They don't even know. Yeah. I heard he say he had 210, but that was like this year current, right? 210, just stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 210.
My guess, if I had to take a guess, if you just look at if rate of inflation continues at the same rate as what it did from about 2 years ago, you're probably looking on the door of about 250.
Yeah.
If you continue at the same sort of rate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking $30,000 at least. And then the last year when they announced no more 389s, they'll get up in the threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but price at that point when they announced that.
Yeah. So we had let's see, six is same for. Let me put this thing up here so I can read it. Same for Kenworth too, huh? Well, Kenworth already made their change. You know, they had W900 and they came out that piece of crap 990.
Yeah, I seen that 990.
So that I mean that's it's whatever. Justice says, "What up, SoCal? What's going on, buddy?" And then Brantley Rogers says they all have the digital dash now, right? No, you don't have to have the digital dash, bro. You do not have to have the digital dash. So
what year is it 389, Stuart?
So
Stuart,
work right here. I think Stuart, let me see what yours is. What is it? 2021. What up, Thomas?
SoCal. You
So,
realize what that man just said?
talk to me.
He said bare
Yeah,
210,000.
210. Fair. Before chrome, before chicken lights.
Do you
Bumper.
realize?
Before the bumper. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you realize we ain't had interest yet, boss? We ain't had emissions tax. We ain't had shit. We ain't had sales tax. We ain't talking about portion place. We ain't talking about insurance. Bro,
Yeah, but here's
you
the
gotta
whole
be a
thing,
damn
right?
fool to go down there and get one right now. Yeah, race good, but we all know trucking.
Yeah.
But here's the whole thing, Thomas. Here's the whole thing.
Yeah.
If they're not gonna make them no more, I'm ordering them.
Yeah. Somebody at your status, okay, you got money put up, you did this. Yeah, I know a couple of farmers like that. They got 379's on the 25,000 miles sitting in the damn barn, won't sell it to me. I'm pissed off by it. Glider kits, Cat C15s, all in. They won't sell it to me for nothing in the world. And you got people like that. They just want to, you know what I mean? They know what the truck's worth. But
Yeah.
bro, you finna work it daily? That's
Yeah.
too much overhead, bro. I'm sorry,
That's
it's too much overhead, bro.
Here's the whole thing, too. Here's the whole thing. When I buy the 389's used, or if I buy new, whatever, I'm dumping 15 to 30 grand in them anyway.
Right. I'm saying somebody like you got trucks on the road. I'm talking about to your owner operator. You got one truck, you ain't doing nothing else. Bro, that's too much overhead, bro. I mean, you that's financial suicide. Think about it. Your note's 4,000 before we add anything. We gonna finance for 72 months. Your note's at 4,000, bro. That's before we talk about insurance. Before we talking about, damn, we gotta get the right loads. Before we talk about maintenance. Before we talk about extended, dude. Really? I mean, God,
it's 210 burn.
YouTube Outlaw says, I wouldn't get excited. Peterbilt told me in 99 or 2000 that the 379 was going to end. Took him till 2008. So y'all about to end the 389, probably come out the 399. Now, if anything, Outlaw, what they're going to do is copy what Kenworth did. Kenworth said they're going to end the W900, and they came out that piece of crap 990, which is a real piece of crap.
Yep.
And what makes the 389s popular is what? Those big old vortexes, man. You hear that?
Right.
Turbo sound. That's what makes a 389 and 379 what it is. The vortexes on the side.
And another thing that kind of scared me, Cal, did you catch what he said about emissions? It got a whole nother emissions in it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's another. Oh, Lord, that mercy.
Something we ain't seen yet.
No. God damn,
well, we all know what I do about emissions, so
I know. I'm with you, bro. Damn. So Cal, we got to make sure the head can handle it, okay? That head got to handle it, dude. That head got to handle it, so Cal. If it can't, you already know, man, dog.
Oh man, Pete says without mentioning specific parties or names, all I have to say is the current administration is just ass backwards. They're all taking everything good and turning it bad. Our livelihoods are at stake.
There's gonna be some rare trucks, man, and they're gonna be in high demand. You know, they're gonna be high demand. Demand, and you know, if somebody has one and want to sell it, they can put that ticket as high as they want.
Bro, I done ran across farmers. You'll be surprised. One of the last glider kits, C15s, 34 6s in a barn, ain't doing shit. This motherfucker only work during harvest season and will not sell it, man.
Yeah, once a year.
Not sell it.
And probably don't go out of state. In his state, in harvest season. In his state, in harvest season.
Here's the whole thing. They're not even taking orders right now.
God,
bro. You can't take an order for 389.
Man.
Damn.
Here's another thing too. People that put deposits and took order, put themselves down, they're not getting the trucks. They gave their deposits back. They're not.
They gave them back. Hey, so did he say it's like a certain number can you get one, or you got to get 2, 3, 4 to get these slots, or is it just what?
Well, you heard what I asked him. I said, because normally a slot is a truck.
Right,
but
right.
Like I told him, I said, hey, man, if I need more than one truck, he goes, man, I'll sell you 10.
Yeah, Peterbilt Steve would do it. He put out some badass trucks, no bullshit.
Me and Peterbilt Steve, we've been chopping up for years, bro. I just don't.
Yeah, he put out some badass trucks. But it's just like you can take a what's that 379 EX HD? I believe that's what they call it, dude. If you got that number stamp on it, dude, you can get 200 for it easy right now. Easy 200, bro. And that's with miles. That's with work.
You're talking about the 379.
Yeah, 379. Those 379.
The 379 came out with the model where it had the stainless steel fenders.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I believe they call them EX HDs or something like that. Yeah.
No. I can't remember what they call them, but they're so damn rare. That's why I was saying in my head what they call them.
They got number stamps on them. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, pretty much if you got a 389, you better hold it till you can't hold it no more.
Yep.
Better hold it. Better hold it, man. You'll probably never be able to get another one unless it's an owner-operator retired.
There it is. Christopher. That's right. That's what it was. There it is on the screen. 379X. That's what it was.
I know it was something with an X.
Thank you for
I'm thinking EX. Yeah.
That's what it was, a 379X. They're rare to find.
Yeah.
And they had the straight pipes, the stainless fenders, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
So you guys heard it from Peterbilt Steve. The rumor floating around, which when the Kenworth said they're going to get rid of the W900, that was a rumor, and it came true. So it ain't the manufacturer wants to give away or stop making the 389s, because you got to understand the 389 is just like the 379.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what makes Peterbilt.
Right.
That's what makes them the legend.
Yeah.
And the people in the office right now in power, they don't want the 389s no more. So now rumor has it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. 2024 will be the last year of a Peterbilt 389. And to get a 24, you got to order that bitch in 2022 this year.
Yeah. This year.
Bro.
Yeah. And what he say? He said, 4 weeks before they come in, they got to hit your credit another time. They got to see if you're good with it still. But you know what I'm saying?
I know how this credit stuff works, right?
Yeah.
So when they run your credit, it's your approval, and that's in anything. It's not just semi truck. Anything
right.
You want to pay car, whatever. Your approval is always good for 90 days, and so man, they got to hit you again.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine. Him and his wife got approved for a house, and right before signing, they went and got a credit card. Well, they went to the house and put it like that.
Yeah, went to the house. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
They went to the house. Yep.
It's gonna be a crazy thing, man.
TV Trucking says they just want more people to buy those trucks. Nah, TV.
I don't think that's it.
No, these emissions ain't no punk right by now. A lot of people need to realize that.
Let me tell you something. How they don't have to have a rumor like this,
right?
Because they're already sold out.
Yeah, they already sold it. Yeah.
They can't make the truck they have orders with right now. Why would they have another order to sell their trucks?
Sell the truck, right.
That's not even it, man. They can't make the trucks right now.
A lot of people just need to. All people got to do is go look at the used Peterbilt market. How those used trucks selling for over $100,000.
Yeah,
over 1 million miles on them.
Yeah.
I mean that tells you the story right there. What's going on with Peterbilts, man?
Yeah.
I always watch the auctions, man, and I've seen the 389s going for a whole lot of money at the auctions.
Oh yeah, I bet, man.
And the 379s, man.
Especially now, they're gonna jack the price up like it ain't on tomorrow, man.
Yep.
Jack it right on up.
Yep. Man, I'm so far behind on comments, bro. I don't even know where to even start with this, man.
I can't even see the comments on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta Yeah, I'll show them to you right now, man. I'll pop them up on here. So here's this one.
Yeah.
The 379 is a beast. I'm driving one now. Very reliable truck. It doesn't break down. Now they
ain't got no emissions.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no emissions. There's no emissions on that.
So Dab Josh says, what's happening to 389? Just like in the title says, Dab, they're going to stop producing. They're going to stop manufacturing 389s.
Yeah.
That's the rumor right now. It's just a rumor from Peterbilt, right?
Yeah.
From Peterbilt.
Yeah.
So
Peterbilt Steve himself.
Yeah.
They can never say it's official, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not Peterbilt making the change. It's the administration making it to where they can't produce the 389s, right? The administration.
Mm-hmm.
So if old Sleepy Joe gets reelected in 2024, then yeah, 389s are done. They're done. They're over.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
If we get a different president in, he could change the laws, right? He can stop it. You know,
right?
So that's why it's a rumor. Right now, it's official. No more 389s.
Yeah.
You know, after 2024, but we have that presidential election, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. Everybody to go out there and vote the right way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how people vote, man. It's on them. I know one thing. You heard what I told Peterbilt, Steve. I need two. You know what I'm saying? You guys gonna start making them. I need two. It might be four by the time I get done talking to people.
Right.
Hey, when you come down to Houston,
I'll buy two. Cause hey, Fargo, you know I've had some 579 sitting in my house for 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say just like that.
So shit.
Yeah.
What is it to put a 389 on my house and let it chill?
Yes. Same situation, man. You know, I'm just trying to figure out where this trucking industry gonna go is into what's gonna be the Cadillac if this 389 thing is to be true. What's gonna be the Cadillac truck? Volvo? I mean, what? You know, the 579 gonna take place of the 389? I mean,
hey, the 579 ain't no joke though.
No, it ain't, but you heard what Steve said. No, you can't haul these windmills and these blades around. So
let's think about it.
You gotta have big
Peterbilt guy said. Yeah. Peterbilt guy said. Yeah. With those trucks, you can't haul heavy stuff.
Can't do it.
You can't get over 500 horsepower. So.
Right. So if you can't get over 5, you know, you go.
They can't. You gotta have big boy horsepower for that, boss.
Yeah, and ain't no autonomous truck gonna be pulling no blade. You know,
you
no
gotta have big boy horsepower.
Nah.
Trucking says, what did you say? The trucks don't have a price. There's no price there's no price right now. They don't even know what they're gonna cost, so they can't take orders.
There's not a cap, basically.
Yeah, right.
No cap. How many guys ever placed an order for a new truck in the comments? Put a one in the comment if you ever placed an order on a new truck. I know Stuart has, because I got Stewart's, the whole situation right here. Stewart's, I know about it, but on their truck, man, they got a good deal. Stuart, you got a good deal, Stuart. You can tell people what you paid if you want to. It ain't my situation, but.
Are you with the Peterbilt Steve too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, Stuart put a one in the comment. But let me show it. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking what year truck he had. What year truck he got?
21.
21.
Hey, Stuart, what he said, go ahead and tell everybody what he paid for the truck. All right, Stuart, it's up to you. From what it says right here, after FET, right? After FET, well, the sales price was $151. That's what he paid for the truck.
Yeah.
And then after FET, he was at $167.
That ain't bad, bro.
That's not 160.
That ain't bad, bro.
Think about it though.
Not for something.
Everything has FET. His sticker on the price would pay for the truck is $151.
Right.
$151. He's got it, and he got my colors. I just want you to know that, Stu. He got my damn color, bro.
What he got?
2 colors I like in Peterbilt: Viper blue,
that blue,
legendary blue,
and he got that Viper blue.
Yeah, that's not bad though, bro. That ain't bad at all for a peak for right now.
60.
That ain't bad.
Yeah. In the market, he stole that.
Yeah.
He stole that.
Bro, when I went live and they emailed me that and I printed it right here next to me and I saw what they paid for that truck, I was like, damn, man, that's crazy.
A
Matter of
work
fact,
truck at that.
hey, Stuart, ask Nevada if he can get on real quick, bro, because I don't want to talk about his situation unless he says it's okay. So, man, when I print out his stuff, I need a damn magnifying glass.
Hey, so Cal, man, y'all have a good night, bro. 5 o'clock come early. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But hey, I appreciate y'all though, boss.
All right, Tom.
All day. Yeah, so Nevada's truck is a 2022.
Oh, we got a 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably about like what, 170, 180?
I can't speak on him, man.
That's the other dude. That's the other dude. Okay.
No, Stuart. I'm not gonna look at Stuart. Just don't put my deposit. I ain't doing that, Stuart. I ain't putting your business out there. I mean, I was pretty sure you and Nevada both spoke on my channel what you guys pay for the trucks, but I wasn't sure. But no, I ain't putting out. I don't put out personal information. Come on, bro.
And what Stewart was 21? 2021?
Yeah, Stewart's was a 2021. Nevada's a 2022. Stuart, when did you order your truck? What month and what year?
Yeah, he got that truck from Peterbilt Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like 10, 13.
He'll tell us. What up, Trucker 21? He said, "What up, SoCal?" Let's see. So I'm gonna get to you guys' comments right now, man. Let's see. How do we haul heavy stuff back when we only had a 400 horsepower? Well,
one truck put in another truck.
Back then, YouTube Outlaw. I mean, I was a kid when I saw that small little tiny little stuff, and I remember they used to hook trucks up with other trucks. They put like a little bumper thing or whatever on the back of a truck and another truck. Yep. And they would have these little truck trains, right?
Right.
1 or 2 in the front, 1 or 2 in the back, and they'd push and pull the heavy stuff. That's what they would do, YouTube Outlaw.
Get it all down the road. Just like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one truck doing it, though. That's for sure. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the days, man, they had small engines, bro. I mean, if you go back in the 60s, they didn't even have turbos on those diesel engines yet in the 60s. They didn't have a turbo.
They're just wide open.
All right. G-Rock says a 379 isn't expensive. It's expensive.
Y'all.
All right, so Stuart ordered his in mid-2020.
What he got, a mid-roof? Flat top something?
No, he's got it. Here comes Stuart right now. He's going to talk about it.
Yeah, I asked him a while ago. He got back off.
What up, Stuart?
My signal's a bit crappy, so yeah, I got it. It was like, I want to say it was like July 2021, maybe. That's when I started the process. I think I got it August, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I just bought it at the right time because it was right at the COVID and stuff like that. People were sort of sitting on the fence, seeing when the rates tanked and stuff. People were sitting on the fence. I just bought it at the right time. I mean, there was really nothing special about it. It's pretty much standard. Peterbilt Steve order. I mean, it was 565. I think it's the 1850 torque, 18 speed. The blue. I mean, that blue's a nice blue. I want to get some deep. It's like a white stripe put down the side. That's one thing I got to do to it.
Hey, what you hauling with that, Stuart?
I'm just pulling reefer.
Okay.
And then I dumped like another 10 grand in like lights and chicken lights and visors.
Yeah.
And,
hey, you know what? I just realized who YouTube Outlaw is. That's RD, bro. Hey, RD, I apologize, fam. I didn't know that was you, bro. You keep changing your name, RD. The only reason why I know it's RD because I see I just brought up his comment. I see that Peterbilt in that trailer. That's RD's picture. Yeah, I know RD. RD knows his truck stuff, man. Salute to RD, man. I see YouTube Outlaw, bro. I don't, I didn't know who that was, RD. But he says I wasn't a kid back then. I was driving him, bro. Yeah, I know who you are now. What's going on, RD?
Hey, so let me ask you something, Stuart.
Yeah.
Would you sell it?
Well, I've been I was looking at trading. I'm not gonna lie because I saw the prices.
Yeah.
The dealer offered me 160 for it, which is near enough what I paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know privately if I was going to try and sell it privately, I'd just put a list out there for 200 grand and see if I get any bites. But I know I'm on the fence. I really am on the fence whether I would do it or not. I'm more just fishing.
I want to talk to RD for a second, but really quick. I would say your name, but I apologize. I don't want to disrespect your name, man. But I'm going to say, hey, they need a Kelly Blue Book for trucks. And they do have a Kelly Blue Book for trucks, just so you know.
Yeah, Samini and Amina.
Hey, one thing I want to say, I remember RD one time was trying to put his truck up for, let me rephrase it. He put a price on his truck and trailer, right? Like a way out price.
Yeah.
And some people were making fun of his price. But the reality is, RD, if you wait, RD, you're going to get your price, bro.
You're
gonna get your price. There's Nevada.
What's going on, guys?
Get your price, RD. Just watch. All these, the people that's clowning you when you said, I forgot. Well, RD, what price did you say you wanted for your truck and trailer? Let me put it on the screen for the people, man.
Yeah, he probably said about 185.
No, I think he said like 2 and some change, man. But
okay.
Yeah, he's got a nice truck though. He got a 389.
Oh, he got a 389. Okay.
Yeah, it's what's in the picture. He's got a 389.
Yeah, I can't see that picture too small.
And just so you guys know, I think his YouTube channel is going to be YouTube Outlaw now. It used to be RD Trucker. But check out his YouTube, guys. Check out YouTube Outlaw, which is RD Trucker. RD, what's your YouTube channel? Is it YouTube Outlaw? Put your YouTube channel link or something in the comments.
You could actually click on names now on YouTube and just click right on his name in the chat and then go right to his channel.
Oh, okay.
They changed it back, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he said, let me put it out here. So he said he was asking
260.
And you know what's funny, RD? What year is your truck? I think he can get 260 for his truck and trailer right now. 260, I think he can get it.
Are you putting the stainless too?
With the trailer? No, it's not stainless. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not stainless. Yeah, with the trailer. So
I gotta admit, when he first put that out there, I kind of laughed a little bit, but that was a few months ago. Now I'm looking at it, it ain't that bad of a deal.
Yeah. I would just say, man, I can't see your name in there. Oh, Nevada, that a bad deal.
Hey, RD saw the future, man. He knew RD saw the future. He's like, damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, with new dry vans going for $100K right now. If you want a new one,
man,
99,950. That's what they want for. That's what I see them post for out in Canada.
Hey RD,
brand new,
bro.
Yeah, brand new 22s.
Change that price, RD. You were asking for 260, and people are laughing at you. You need to put it for 300,000 right now.
Hey,
put it for 300,000.
I bet I can get that for my truck. Cash out.
You got Nevada?
389.
389, okay.
Yeah, so Nevada's the one I was talking about. I couldn't speak his business, but the only thing I can speak on is he's got a 2022.
Oh, that's the one that, you got the paperwork about. Okay.
Oh, did you get any information back on that? From your titling company?
Actually, I sent my VIN number because my truck's a 285, and I inspected it. I have no inserts or whatever, right? As far as the Nevada thing, I haven't had time to check that. But I sent Steve my VIN number on my truck, and he's gonna check that stuff out. But when I was talking to my dude that's ordered trucks, he said he didn't have to do none of that. So
how many miles you got on that Nevada?
Oh,
he just got it.
Yeah, we're like 110.
110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it in July. I drive team with my wife.
Okay. That's what it is. What y'all pulling?
Hey guys,
driving.
Hang on real quick.
All right.
Real quick. I can't figure out how to check it on my side. If anybody's in the comments, because I don't care if like trolls jump in the comments and clown.
I can't even see the comments, bro.
But yeah,
click down at the bottom, press comments, it'll show up.
But what I don't want to happen is somebody imitating another YouTuber, right? So there's a little guy, the little guy show on here says LOL. Can someone click and see if that's a real little guy or is it a fake one? If it's a fake one, he'll be blocked.
Now YouTube changed it back to where you can actually click in the chat on people's channels. It'll say go to channel. So if somebody
I'm
clicks
trying to
on it
click on
and
little
goes to
guy
it.
right now.
Well, we can't do it. We're not StreamYard, bro. We can't do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I say, I can't do it. Okay.
Oh, I can do it on StreamYard?
No, you can't. You
I'm
got
trying to
you
click
got
on
to
little
pull
guy.
up if you want to do it, SoCal. You got to pull up another phone and go to YouTube and then just click on his name.
It's not letting me. It says reporter blocked. Oh,
Yeah, he said it's him, bud. He said it's little guy. What's up with you, little guy?
They're always gonna say that, bro. Hey, little guy, text my phone. God damn it, because you guys got my motherfucking phone numbers, man. So these trolls can't, do little motherfucker, because you guys got my number. Text me real quick, little guy.
Just Truckin said that's the real little guy.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, man. I just want to make sure. What up, Mario?
I can go back and check.
So RD says it's a 18 platinum package. Now, if you guys don't know what a platinum package is, there's different stages of 389's, and a platinum package means it's got the doors on the sleeper with the wood grain.
Yeah.
If you don't have the platinum, it's got like the little what is that, netting going across and all that stuff. So the platinum. Boss, you have a text message. I got a text message. All right, it's the little guy. All right, man. I just had to make sure, bro. I just had to make sure. But hang on one second. All right. So it's not letting me either. Yeah, Pete said it doesn't let him do it either. I don't know how you guys check it. So when are they doing away with the long nose? So I have Peterbilt Steel on here, guys. And hey, Stuart, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure. There ain't no picture, nothing.
We got bad service, sir.
Yeah, I'm keeping the camera off because my signal's shit.
Damn. So RD still got a warranty. So it's a 565, 1800, 18 speed, 449,000 miles. You got a 500,000 mile warranty, and it's a 2019 utility drive-in. There you go. So you guys heard Peterbilt Steve, for those guys that came in early, and right now you can't place orders for 389, and he's gonna let me know when we can place orders, and they're all sold out of 2022s right now. They're all sold out. So
right.
So when they place orders, again, the reason why they can't place orders because they don't know how much it's going to be. The last time they sold a basic 389, not one like Nevada's, but basic, it was $210,000. So Nevada, you did good.
Yeah. I ordered in November of 2020.
What color is it?
Legendary red.
It's your color, bro. Don't trip. It's your color.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not even missing the color.
Yeah.
It ain't Viper blue or nothing. He actually has an expensive color. It's a legendary color. All the legendary colors, man, they're nice. They're nice colors of legendaries, man. And I think it's a $10,000 upgrade. And are we allowed to say what you paid, what your sales price was?
Yeah, you can put it out there.
Well, you're on here. I'll let you tell everybody. So he's got a 2020. He's got a 2022 389 with a legendary red.
That from the factory with just like a visor and like a few of the upgrades that they did was $198, and then I did all the other stuff. Came out to like $217.
No, but that's with the FET and all that. We're talking about the sales price. You always have a sales price and everything that's added.
I think it was like $156. I don't know. I'd have to look on my phone. It would take me off here to look at that.
No, I have it right here. 157,058. So that was the sale price. Because if you get all these other numbers. See, the reason why we did it like that, Nevada, because we have to talk sales price, because when the prices go up, and the prices that people see is going to be sales price. So if you say I pay $198, And I'm like, yeah, man, the last one that guy sold was 210. Like, oh, it's only a couple $1,000s. So we have to put it in perspective. You paid $157,000 for your 2022. And now the last one that Steve sold was 210,000 for a basic one.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So to give you guys a quick little rundown, 2022s are sold out by whenever you can place the order. Let's see if I can fix this camera. Oh shit. I don't want my mic showing. I gotta do something with the webcam so it don't look like I'm looking away.
I like the fireplace. That's a nice touch. Nice and cold out here across the country. Looking toasty over there.
Actually, I actually ordered, which I'm waiting for it to come in, for the thing my Xbox is sitting on. That goes in one of the cubicles, but I couldn't get, people don't make stuff. You can't get stuff. Now I was able to order it. So I actually ordered a fireplace TV stand that's going to go underneath it. Get those at real heat. But, so they're all sold out. All Rush Peterbilts. Hang on a second, I got a cough. So, I don't know. Did I mute when I coughed?
No.
You guys heard it? Apologize. I thought I muted. So, they're not taking any orders for 389's right now. They're all sold out of 2022s. They're waiting for the new pricing for the 2023s. To get a 2023, you got to order it this year. Shit, no. It'll be a 2024, I think.
Yeah, you order it 2023. Yeah,
you order it
2024
this year. It's going to be a 2024.
Right.
Yeah. And by July, he's thinking.
There you go. That's my number one employee right there. Employee of the month.
Yeah, 2024 is what the truck model is going to be, and that's the last year. If we keep the same administration, that's the last year they're going to make a 389.
Yeah.
If we get a new president, they can stop it. But as of right now, 2024 is going to be the last year of a 389, but you have to order it this year.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. There we go. Spirit Warrior says, yeah. So all
sold out.
All the 2023s are all sold out. All the Rush Peterbilts everywhere. They have no 389's on the ground nowhere. All the Rush Peterbilts, no 389's on the ground nowhere. You can't get it right now.
Oh yeah. I know who Nevada is now. He's showing the truck. Yeah, I seen the truck. I seen it when he put the heated windshield wipers on there and stuff. Yeah. I seen his YouTube channel. Yeah, that's a nice rig.
Oh, and here's another thing too. When you have the Platinum, you get a keyless remote for your truck to get in and out of it too.
Now the Platinum. Now what's the upgrade when you? Because I've got the Platinum. I'm pretty sure it's the Platinum. Yeah. But I got the GPS and all of that.
Yeah, you have a. Well, that's a choice.
That's a choice, yeah. But you lose 6.
All the gauges or the GPS.
Yeah, if you get the GPS, you lose 6 of these.
Yeah, 6 gauges.
Right. So, like mine are all Platinum, and I like to order with the GPS because I like to pull that big GPS screen out and put a TV in right there. Boom, it's perfect.
That's what's unique about my 389 though. Oddly,
yeah.
You don't find very many one of those. And I bet you I got one of the last ones with the digital or analog dash, not the digital dash.
Yeah.
That might have been the very last one. But yeah, I couldn't find any one of these available in the country, so that's why we ended up custom ordering ours.
The little guy show says, so when are they doing away with the long nose? So you understand that right? Little guy? So 2023, we're in 2022. The 2023s are all sold out.
Yep.
You can't order them right now. Steve will let me know when we can order them. And when you come back to order them, they're going to be for 2024. And the spot's going to fill up real fast and they'll be sold out within months.
Yeah, he said there's none in the country. None.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Man. Hit the like button, guys. Show attendance if you guys haven't did so, and I appreciate that. So Stuart here has a 2021, and Nevada here has a 2022. They both got extremely good deals on those trucks. Now, people get confused when you order trucks. So, Nevada, really quick, I'm gonna let you tell your story on your process when you ordered your truck, and then Stuart, if you don't mind, I'd like you to do the same thing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nevada. Tell them the process when you said, "Hey, I want to get a truck." How was the process? How did that go? Or was it different because you went through your carrier?
No, it was just like you were. If it was like just any regular person going to the dealership. The only difference was when it came to financing or anything like that, it was a cash deal. My carrier paid for my truck cash and gave it to me interest free. So whatever it cost, it was going to be either financed through the carrier or most likely cash. That's what he told me, depending on what the interest rate was. And I had to pay him whatever the cost was. So I just went down to the dealership, found a sales rep I like to work with, and basically told him what the situation was. He confirmed the details with my carrier, who were local, and then he reached out to me and just went through the spec sheet. And then we just went down every single option, And I told him what I wanted. Say, you want disc brakes all the way around? No, I want drums on the back. Okay. No, I want legendary red. This is what I'm looking for. Now we're at gear ratios. Just basically every time there was something that had to be selected, like you want windows, you want vents, you want a bunk, do you want everything, every little detail about that truck, and they give you the options. And then on the things that you don't understand, like if you're like, oh, I don't know what that is, then he could send you, like the sales rep I was working with would send me pictures and say, this is what the Atlas seats look like, and this is what the Platinum seats look like. Yeah. Do you want to upgrade that? Or this is what the Rosewood dash is going to look like. This is what it would look like if you didn't do this. So it would give you all the different options. And they sent me pictures when I didn't know. Like if there's anything I didn't know right off the bat, I'd say, can you show me what that looks like, the difference? And so he would. And just the sales rep I had was a great experience. The guy would answer his phone on the weekend. Anytime I had a question, if I talked to people and they told me, hey, no, you should do this and that, and then I looked into it and I decided to make a change, I had like a window to do that. And then there came a deadline where, hey, this has to be entered by this, and then it's going to build date, and there's no more changes after that. So,
all right,
pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean,
fun experience. It was like the best thing I ever did in my life. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I'm similar situation. I'd reached out to Steve. I mean, I got hold of him through his YouTube channel, just seeing what the sort of equipment he was putting out, and so that's why I went with him. And I reached out to him and said, hey, look, this is what I'm looking to do. And I pretty much went through everything I wanted. I wanted 18 speed, big power. And we discussed that. And he pretty much said, look, if you want to go and do like the 605 horsepower with the 2000, whatever it is, 50 foot-pounds of torque, then you're looking at upgrading the rear ends. And he explained the cost difference and what's the benefit to it and all that. And so pretty much we spoke about what I wanted, and I had the option. I could have a build date, but he actually had some coming in that were pre-built at Denton, waiting to be shipped up. So I managed to snag one of them. There was a couple of things, but like I didn't get the air ride front end. I really wanted the air ride front end, but this one he had already built, didn't have it. So I'm like, well, that's not a deal breaker for me. And I'd seen in a couple of the forums that some guys were against it, some were for it. So it wasn't a deal breaker. So we pretty much went through the whole, said, hey, yep, I'm gonna take that truck off your hands. We did the financing, and then that was pretty much about it. About a month and a half later, once it arrived, I came and picked it up. Done deal. So it was, for me, it was slightly different. I didn't get to pick everything, but I also probably got the truck a little bit quicker, just because it was, good timing on my behalf there. So I did sacrifice a little bit, but not a lot. It was just little things. So
the way that process was explained to me is that the dealer will order so many, and up to a certain time, you can make changes. And so like those are already set to come, and then they can go in there, change it exactly what you want it, but it's already got its build spot ready and set to go based on what the dealer did. So before this time, you could snag a spot and then make all the change orders and then have it built the way that you wanted it.
Yeah, dealerships, they already have some pre-ordered, and the thing is the later the build spot is, certain things, if you want the spot, certain things you can't change. Like sometimes you can't change the paint color. Sometimes you can't change what kind of spec it is or whatever. You know, some things you can't change as later the date goes on. Mina says, are they sold out because of high demand or just limited inventory? I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. And that's just my opinion. It's not factual, but that's just my opinion.
From the day I did this is November when I ordered, and I received it in June. So it took me 6 months. And this is not only 12, this is 12 months ago. So now they're talking what? My dealer out here is saying if you want any truck, any 579, the Rush dealer out here, you want a 579, any type of truck, 18 months.
18 months, yeah.
I think Peterbilt Steve on your Instagram the other day, SoCal was saying something like, what did he say? 13 months is what he can pull off. Was a little bit better than out here at Rush, but that's Rush too. So
yeah, he's Rush. He's Rush out of Oklahoma. So yeah, so man, so if you guys are really thinking about getting a new 389, whenever they're allowed to start taking orders again, you guys might want to think about it. Now, for all the people that says, well, how do you order one? What's the process? Well, here's the process. The process ain't that difficult. The process is, the first thing you do is you get your which I hope all you guys go to Peterbilt Steve, by the way, because and I've
He's
dealt
the
with
best in the business. Best in the business.
I've dealt with other Peterbilt salespeople. You know, shout out to them. They're great too. What I like about Steve is he knows how to customize your Peterbilt, right? So whatever it is you want deck plates, painted tanks, fenders, you know, lights, no horns, train horn, whatever it is you want, whatever your vision is of a truck, they got a shop over there where they can customize the whole truck. They don't even send it out. They can do it all right there. They got a customized shop right there where they're at, and he can make it any way you want it. And he's very, very knowledgeable when it comes to trucks. So hopefully, guys, if you guys want a new truck, go to Peterbilt Steve. But if you guys are thinking about getting one, so what's the process? So the process is you go to Peterbilt Steve and you spec a truck out. You tell them exactly what you want. So like Nevada spec'd his out. He wanted painted tanks. He wanted an automatic transmission, which if you go to get an automatic transmission, you ain't going to find none at the dealership's automatic transmission.
Wasn't one in the country when we looked.
So he wanted it his way or whatnot, whatever. And he got it all done. So you spec it out with Peterbilt Steve. And then after you spec it all out, you know how much you're paying for the truck. The price you see is without FET and all that stuff. So once you say, okay, that's what I want, now you have to sign an agreement of after you spec it out, price all that, you got to sign it. It's not a contract, purchase contract, nothing. You just sign an agreement of the spec sheet. That's exactly what I want, because if it comes back and you said you wanted a yellow with pink stripes and it comes back black and brown, hey man, you know, here's my sheet. You remember I signed this, you know, so, or if it comes exactly what you wanted and you said, no man, I think I wanted 24 5s, but your spec sheet said 22s, you're stuck with it, right? So that's why you have to sign the agreement on that spec sheet.
Yeah, there's a few things that weren't even asked to me that I kind of wish, like the tires. It kind of just went over my head. Like I would expect mine with Michelin's, right? Because everything's always cheaper from the dealer. But it was just something that never got asked to me. I ended up getting Bridgestone. So, I mean, yeah. But if you're not very specific with everything on there and you don't know what to ask, I mean, just being honest, it was my first time speccing a truck. I didn't ask about the tires. I just, in my head, I thought Bridgestone. But when you're getting asked, down to the very fine details, from gear ratios to transmission to engine size to torque. I mean, you're going through the list, and some stuff is going to go over your
Not
head.
just that, the drivetrain. You got the 600 horse drivetrain.
Yep.
Even if you don't have a 600 horse engine, always get that 600 horse drivetrain, which is the bigger yoke, drive lines, and all that stuff. U joints and all that. So you can make your engine, you can pump your engine up to whatever you want, but if you don't have the drivetrain to hold that, you're gonna break something. So.
So let me ask you, because it was never even asked to me about the drivetrain. There was two options on engine specs. You get economy series or performance series. Does that just flat out come with the upgraded driveline with the performance series?
No,
because that's how it's been told to me.
So on a Cummins, if it ends with the 5, I think it's performance. If it doesn't end with the 5, it's economy. I think it's one way or the other. It's flipped. So it's in that 5. So if it's a 525, 565, that 5 tells you if it's for performance or not.
Well, the options were, there was 2 options in economy, and it was like 4 and then like 505, I think, 4 something and 505, and those were economy. And then the other 2 options were 565 and 605 in performance. And I did the 565 performance.
I believe and this is what Steve told me. The 565, you could go with the smaller rear ends. If you go to the 605, that's when you have to go to the bigger size. Now you can obviously, now you can put the bigger rear ends in with the smaller motor if you want.
Correct.
But that for me, it was quite a big price upgrade. The motor itself wasn't that much more, but it was when you add in the rear ends as well, to add that in, it was a hefty price increase, which I couldn't justify for pulling Reefer.
It was a $6,500 price increase to go from a 13 speed to an 18. And with what I'm hauling, I didn't need no 18 speed, especially it's automated too.
But here's the whole thing, right? It's not always about what you're hauling. It's the more unique you make your truck build, the more it's worth later on when you decide to go sell it.
Well, can you agree with this statement that if you're not hauling over 80,000 pounds, you don't need 18 gears?
I have 18 gears.
But you do specialize, so it makes sense with what you're doing.
I like having the 18. Just
the reason why I like
so much easier.
The reason why I like 18 is because you have the gears if you need it. If you don't need it, you can skip them. And the gear ratio is so close together.
You go to replace that transmission though, because my transmission is the same exact one in yours, except for an actuator. It's a manual transmission. It's $6,000 premium, and that's going to translate in replacement and repair costs as well. With me, I'm only going to do drive-in.
So let's look at that. How long does the transmission last? A manual transmission. How long does a manual transmission last?
750,000 miles.
I've seen those transmissions run
minimum. Yeah. So at least 750 easy.
So let's say a minimum of that. How much money did you? So 750,000 miles. That's what, 5 years, 6 years. So how much money in 5 or 6 years did you make? How much money did you make in those 5 or 6 years? So who gives a shit if you're paying a little bit more money to put the transmission in it?
Hey, I'm not complaining about the money, bro.
No.
and everything that you're saying is cut in half as well too. So I mean, I'm not complaining about the money, but at the end of the day, I am kind of a penny pincher when it comes to certain things. And if I could save $1 and I don't have any intention of using the vehicle for something else, and it's just as easy as if I say, I'm going to replace my 13 speed now to an 18 speed. I mean, if you want to upgrade it later.
Yeah, but you hauling a reefer, dry van too, so you probably ain't even over 40,000 pounds, really it's light loads, so.
Yeah, 40. I could haul 40, a little over 44,000.
Yeah. So
and if I'm running half tanks, I can get 45 in there.
Yeah, and it's a 13
if I play with it a little bit. 13 speed.
Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad.
Oh, I've got no problems with the way it's spec'd. I pull up the Rockies at 80,000 pounds at 45 miles an hour as long as nobody gets in my way.
Right, yeah.
Shit, I pull up all these hills 55 miles an hour just on cruise control, just chilling. I mean, these Peterbilt 389's, man, I mean, they do what they do, man. 301 Marky Mark says, need advice. I got a 2014 Kenworth Packard MX-13 with 820,000 miles. I want to get it deleted. What's y'all's opinion on deleting trucks? I don't run Cali.
Don't talk about it.
That's good.
Whoa, the EPA is in the house. Careful now. We're talking lots of fines here, buddy. Be careful with that.
Actually, there's not a lot of fines. So
fines on top of replacing it back. Now, if you're getting hammered down, I think enforcement on this is not there, but can it be in the future? This is just my opinion on it. I mean, you got to be careful about what you talk about. EPA regulation states you can't do that. So that's just my thinking. But you missed another good comment up. Somebody talking. Pete up there asked a comment about when you buy a truck too. You missed that one.
Okay, hang
talking
on.
about down payments.
We're gonna get there, but hang on a second. So, we got to get back to how to order a new truck. But really quick, I love deletions. I'm telling you that right now. So if you're asking me about deleting, I love deletions, and I live in California, and I've been knowing about deletions and been involved with deletions way before anybody even thought about deletions. So we'll leave that like that. So back buying the new truck. So you signed the spec sheet, right? Like I was telling you guys.
Yep, I had to sign one.
Yep. So I know what I'm talking about, right, Nevada?
Yep, I had to sign one before they even process it. Yep.
So once that's done, now they process it to financing, unless you have your own financing. Then you get financed. Once you're approved, the only requirement of a down payment is $5,000. Now that could change because the prices are going up on the trucks, right? So, but that's it. So spec it out, sign it, and agree to it. Get approved financing. No, you do not have to make payments until you receive the truck. And the down payment is like $5,000 minimum. So
in this market too, my older brother also bought a truck, and now he did the more traditional route of going through the financing process and stuff like that. And he found a truck, Mac Anthem Limited. He had to put that deposit down just to hold the truck. Now, the only reason you would get your deposit back, based on what that dealer said out there in Spokane, was if you were unable to secure funding. So in order to hold the truck, you had to put the $5,000 down. The only way you would get that money back is if you were unable to secure funding, and then it would be refunded. But other than that, you got to put $5,000 down to hold the truck as well. From what my brother's experienced there.
So let me tell you about that, because I've Corey at Allstate Peterbilt, I held 10 579s and they came in. I held all of them, and my mentees bought all the trucks. I bought one. My mentees, they all bought them. You know what I mean? And just off my word of relationships, he held them. And the managers telling him, "Hey man, secure deposit, hold those trucks." He says, "No man, SoCal's good for it." And that's why I ended up with one, because a person that was watching me on Instagram was not part of my program, and I appreciate what he did. He sent me a message like, "Hey bro, I know you're not going to that truck, but I'm not going to be able to get it." And so I was like, "Dang, dude, that's going to make my guy, look crappy if he goes to his manager and say, 'Hey, man, they fell back on one.'" So I ended up stepping up, and I just bought the truck. That way, this dude still looked good in front of his manager. I don't know if you saw that. Those were black 579s, so a lot of people bought them, and that was a great deal. So RD says trans will go over 1 million miles if you know how to drive one. Absolutely, RD. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you,
they'll go 1 million miles. So who cares? I mean, they last forever, these 18 speeds.
See, I'm regretting this now because my boss told me, he said, "You want me to get you a trailer with that truck?" And I told him, "Nah, man. That's my risk meter is too much. I'll start with the truck." I wish I would have said, "Yeah, get me that trailer too, man."
Right.
Because the whole thing, bro, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And either he was gonna give you a trailer with 0% interest, or you're gonna have to go rent one. And right now, renting them is more expensive than buying them.
Yeah.
Well, the way I look at it, I'll pay for cash. I'll rent until I pay cash. When my business needs a write-off, that's when I'll do it.
So Gunsmoke said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Nevada just touched on it, though, and we sort of spoke on it with, specking the truck out and saving a little bit of money here and there. and now wishing you'd bought a trailer, because I'm in the same situation. I need to replace my trailer, and I'm now looking anywhere from 120 to 140 for a new trailer, right? But
Reefer,
my risk meter was, you know, when you're looking at $200,000-$300,000, you know, for a trailer truck, you know, that's a hard nut to swallow for a lot of people. I mean, even at the 160, 170 number I was at, you know, I don't care who you are, unless you've got a big business and you've done it before. If it's your first brand new truck, it's a big number to swallow, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
buying
most
a house
definitely.
for a lot of people. And I think that's where a lot of, you have to crunch. It comes back to knowing what you want, what you need, and what you can make, and knowing your business plan and your business model, how you're going to crack that nut. And I think that's, you know, you need to be confident and stand behind that 100%, you know?
Yeah, definitely true though.
End of the day, it came down to risk for me. I already had 217. You know, I'm taking a loan out, and I ain't trying to. You know, somebody's already done me a solid. Am I gonna reach over and ask for more? And I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
no. I'll start with the truck, bro. And then even when I came to get the truck, he tried to tell me, he's like, you know what? Just go to work. I don't need no down payment. Go to work. We'll take a down payment out of the settlement. I said, nah, man. Here's 10. Come back. I'm gonna give you another 10. There's some skin in the game. I got to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Gunsmoke says, I have yet to hear a good reason for an 18 speed unless one is doing on-off road or heavy haul. 13 or 18 speed. The top 8 gears are the same ratio. Actually, Gunsmoke, I mean, it's up to you, Gunsmoke. I don't know what you're driving, but whatever you prefer. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything, my dude. So I have 18 speeds because I believe in if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So if an opportunity comes and I got to hook my truck up, it's ready. I'm pushing over 600 horsepower. My thing will pull anything down the street as fast as I need it to go.
No, my
so
thing is if you have any intention of ever pulling heavy haul or anything like that, definitely go with an 18 speed. Got them, get the gears, have them. That's my thinking. But if I only have intentions of running this truck dry van, and the way that I take care of my truck, I know that I'm not going to have to replace it except for maybe the motor. You know, take a motor out, put a motor in, or rebuild the motor. That's my intention. This is a long-term truck, but we're also hammering down miles, talking 6 months, 100,000 plus miles.
Yeah.
And we only ran 4 of those too.
All right. So you said I missed somebody's good comment or something?
Yeah, Pete was up there. Pete F. He asked when you're talking about getting a truck, about the down payment.
When a trucker goes owner op for the first time, do most finance it with 0 down, or do they put a hefty deposit down too? Because I'd imagine needing to hang on to some savings for repairs. If it's your first time getting commercial credit, I would never tell you guys to go get a brand new truck unless you did it the way Nevada did it, where you have a carrier that's backing you and he's going to do the 0 finance situation. Your very first time, normally. So 2 things make a difference in credit, right? So you can have, and I try to explain this to people, you can have really good personal credit, but how much commercial do you have? You know, that's two different things. So when you have 0 commercial credit, then we lost Fargo. When you have 0 commercial credit, they're going to tack you on that interest rate, and they can tack you as high as a credit card rate. You know, so I would always tell people, find something used, find something you can put like at least 30% down. They want to see 20%, but I would try to like hit 30% just so you can get that APR a little bit more down. But it's all about a risk factor when it comes to banks. And the risk is you have 0 commercial credit and you want a $200,000 truck, very, very risky. So
yeah,
So I have some experience with that real quick. So this is my second truck. My first truck was from Arrow Truck Sales. It was a 2012 Cascadia. My first ever commercial loan. They hit me. It was like 12.5% for a $50,000 truck. This one, I came in. I think it was. Is it 30,000 I put down on this one, SoCal? I think it was 30,000.
You told me not to tell people your down payment.
No, I know. Well, it's coming up in subject, but I want to be transparent with it, right? So
you put down $30,000.
Okay, yeah, $30,000, and that got me at 8%. for my second loan. Now, my personal credit score is close to 800. It's up there. You know, so for me, you know, when and this is always a hurdle I've had when I look at my commercial credit side of things, you know, and I'm seeing 8%, it makes me sick to my stomach because I get 0% offers all the time. You have to realize it's two totally different things. Like SoCal says, it's you know, you've got to build it just like your personal credit, and it comes with time. You know, it comes with time. The longer you've been around, the bigger and better trucks you can get, or value wise, and so on. You know, you become less of a risk to the banks. And then another thing another thing that I will say is a lot of these commercial loans, they have prepayment penalties. Like I have to have this, I think it's for 2 years minimum. I can't go and pay it off early. So I am required to have it for 2 years before I can pay it off without any prepayment penalties. Hey, how you doing?
She can't hear you.
Oh, here. They want to say hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
All right.
Good.
I saw your husband. I was a little bit worried with you behind the wheel of that hood. No, I'm just playing. I know you have a hat. I'm just kidding.
I'm doing just fine.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got a compliment getting it washed today.
Oh, did you?
Oh, well, everyone does. They look at my truck and they're just like, oh, it's a beautiful truck. And then, like, one guy was like, you drive that? It's like, mm-hmm.
Hey, was it your first time driving a hood?
It is my first time driving a hood.
Yeah.
I grew up around them, but I don't think my grandfather or father ever had a hood. They just had other ones.
Nice. It's not bad at all.
So RD, you know, I love when RD shows up, man, because RD has a lot of trucking knowledge, and RD is absolutely right. So Gunsmoke, RD says the 18 speed is built stronger. That's why I like it. Handles higher horsepower. That's why I like it. And torque, and that's why I like it. And it is, man. I mean, again, so if you want the 600 horse drivetrain, which I do on all my trucks, that has to come with 18 speed.
You can also mess around with the 18 speed. You can, you know, because it's only like each flick is like what 200 RPM. So you know that you can hit that sweet spot a little better. I find there's been a couple of times where I can just get that MPG up a little bit just by going down half a gear or something like that, and it works for me. I wouldn't go back, that's for sure. That's just a personal preference after having one now.
I remember when people, you know, used to clown on people because they have an 18 speed, you know, and here's the whole thing about these truck stuff, right? It's hard for individuals to speak on something if they never did it, never drove it, never experienced it, you know?
Yeah.
What I would tell everybody, before you speak an opinion on something you don't like or like, you never experienced it, go experience it and then talk about it, you know?
Right.
When I spoke on a lot of stuff, you know, everybody just thinks I just do port, I just do local, I just do it. But you see on my Instagram, right? Look at my TikTok, look at all this stuff. What do you see behind my truck, man? I mean, I do everything, bro. Like people say, hey, SoCal, what do you haul? You know what my answer is to this? You guys can steal this if you want. If someone says, what do you haul? I tell them I haul money.
Yeah.
That's it, I haul money. I don't care what they strap back there.
That's what I tell them too about ass. Yeah.
You know, I don't care what they put back there. If it pays, I'll haul it. I don't really give a shit. You know, I'll haul it.
Yeah. Hey, Nevada. Well, yeah, this was for you and your wife, but she just left. That's fine. You can answer it. Hey, you think it's any difference in the 389? This is automatic. You know, you think it's any difference, or you know, hey, what with your hound dog?
You know, I get this question asked a lot about me having it automated. What is the difference? I mean, unless you're in a pre-emissions truck where you're actually hearing it. No. It actually gets up and goes. It ain't no problem. Just step on it and go. Every once in a while, you will get that like
that little lag,
that little hesitation, but it's it's very rare.
Right.
Yeah, but no, I don't see any difference because we both drive standard and automated transmissions. So I mean, we don't have restrictions. We both can hop in a manual right now.
Yeah.
She might be a little more rusty than me because it's been a few years, but I was just driving that cab over. It was a 9-speed. I've never driven a 9-speed before, but I got in. I could just feel it. It's just like riding a bike. You know when to shift. So you figure it out real quick. But automated is just a preference, man. We're in these trucks all day long. When you're in a team, you don't want to be. There you go. You don't want to be hearing this when you're going down the road. Oh my God, I lost my gear. That's the last thing you want to wake up to going down a mountain grade or something like that. So there's a lot of reasons why automated. I mean, when you lose a gear, it makes a jerking feeling. I mean, with a manual. So all those little things that can make you wake up when you're teaming, it's a preference. On top of that, I have an injury on my clutch leg too. So if I drive through LA traffic and I'm constantly hammering on that clutch, because I'm not able to float the gears, whatever, just too much traffic, my ankle will swell up. So when the truck's moving down the road, and for some reason the swelling just won't go away. Whereas if I stop for 10 hours and put my leg up, it's going to go away. I'm going to have problems with swelling at that point. But teaming is differently. I don't know why it is. Just moving down the truck or the truck moving.
So when I'm in traffic, I've learned to just put in a low gear and just cruise. If they're stopping or going, I don't want to do that stopping or going. That takes too much of my truck. So I grab a lower gear and I'll idle the truck and just move slow and stay consistent. While they're stopping or going, I'll just be idling through
the traffic. And I see you guys on the interstate as I'm flying by you.
I assure you,
No, I actually got.
And you guys have that nice hill over there coming out of Vegas going to Cali too, man. So we can always line it up on the bottom of that hill and find out, who's the big shot. It's no problem, bro.
I actually govern my truck. I govern my truck at 80 miles an hour, so I ain't feel tempted to push it.
Right. But that's smart though. That's smart. Yeah.
When you're fully loaded, you're not going to do 80 up a big old hill anyway. Normally.
No, but just going down the interstate down in like Texas or Utah, I don't want to get like. Every once in a while somebody will piss me off, and I gotta do a little ego thing, and I just figured I better limit that. I ain't trying to go to jail or anything.
Yeah, so that was your choice, just to govern it, 80?
Yeah. I could always change it. I could go in. My boss has a computer. He can go in and change it to whatever I want.
Turn it back up.
Change all parameters. It's just it's my preference to kind of keep me in check with the regulations and stuff. 80 miles an hour. It's the highest speed limit in the United States. Only time I get up to that speed, tires are rated for 75 anyways. So if you're going over that, you can blow a tire, So the only time I'm using 80 miles an hour, I'm passing somebody.
Yeah.
6 says Artie is so old he remembers Twin Sticks and Screaming Jimmys. Hey, when I was a kid, my dad had Twin Sticks, man. I learned how to drive Twin Sticks. I can talk to you all about Twin Sticks, man.
My grandfather drove with a Twin Stick for a while. It was interesting.
So there's 2 transmissions, right? And one is a main. They call it a main, and one is a brownie. And if you don't know how to drive them, you're going to get the linkage all tore up and they'll be stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What up, Quick? So Gunsmoke says, I never said I did not like an 18-speed. I drove one for a bit. I had no complaints. Gunsmoke, I don't know if I said that, bro. I don't think you said, or I don't think you.
Yeah, we didn't say nothing bad about that.
Like an 18-speed? I don't think I told anybody he didn't like an 18-speed, but.
Nah, Nevada just said it was just his preference on the truck because he wasn't hauling all that heavy stuff.
Yeah, we have no intention of ever hauling over 80,000 pounds. I mean, this is going to be our truck. This is a long-term truck.
Yeah.
Right. And especially, I ran a team 6 years with my wife, man. That truck's taking a lot of beating as it is, just with y'all 2 driving. That truck don't stop sometimes, and you go back for cross country. 3 days. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, man.
Yeah, we're true teaming it too.
Oh,
so we're
right. You know what I'm saying? We ran ours as a super solo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah.
He said I've driven a 5 and a 4. Yep.
5 and
4, 4 and 4. You remember RD?
Damn, RD is that old.
Hey, but I'm not that old, and because of my dad and I grew up in trucking, I got to experience it.
No,
And
it's
all the
just
reason,
it's just a running joke with RD, man. The old jokes are getting old to him, so everyone likes to bust his balls with it.
hey, cool trucking, bro. You got to get your stream right, man, because you're in the back, but you're all jacked up. So,
Well, I want to go back a little bit because you guys were talking about financing deals and down payments. That comment that Pete left. We got a little off topic there, but my little brother did a deal and he had to put about a little over 20% down. So the purchase price of his truck out the door with FET included, not sales price, was $168 for a Mack Anthem Limited. The all blacked out edition.
Yeah.
It was $168 out the door with extended warranties and stuff like that. He had to put $35K down. First commercial loan, he's at I think it was like 12.5%, and he's got prepayment penalty.
Yeah.
I did tell him, I was like, you can get a better deal, but he said it didn't matter because he was gonna.
No, that's actually great for the first commercial loan. That's a great APR, and
yeah, he's like 2 point something or 12 point something,
yeah.
And it was if he pays it off in the first year is like a 5% penalty. Second year was 4%, third year was 3%, and then it dropped down to it was going to remain at 1% if he paid it off early. And that was financing through the dealer.
Right, through the dealer, yeah.
I don't agree with the
Yeah, that's why I didn't agree with that either. But he's like, you know what? I need the truck, and the situation he's in, time is money. Give it to me. Don't matter.
No, but the 12%, that's great because he can go somewhere else and not get that, and they're going to hit him for 20%. So, and this goes back to what I said before you even spoke on it. Fargo, you heard me tell everybody on your first commercial, and they went roughly about 20% down.
Yeah.
And I would tell people to put 30% down, but
he did 35, and it was
that's 20%. 20% on
that's 20% is 33,000. So
that's more.
It was slightly over 20%, just slightly over, like 20, 21 and a half, maybe.
Let's see. There's another one. What up, Drone Jones? What up? Just been in and out. Just got done dropping a trailer in PA. Damn, that's what's up. DJ says old Mac with 2-speed rears and twin sticks. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I never dealt with the truck with the 2-speed rears, but yeah, they used to do that back in the days, man. They used to have 2-speed rear ends, so you could shift the rear ends. It's like kind of like a high and low on the rear end situation, plus twin sticks. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get out of here, man. I gotta get up in the morning and everything, so I'll let y'all have the rest of it here and everything, man. So we'll be hollering at y'all,
man. Drive safe. I see you out there on the road. I'll be out there later tomorrow.
Okay, all right, that'll work. All right, y'all have a good one now.
All right, Fargo.
See you later. Bye.
Later.
The usual twin stick combo was a 5 main and a 4-speed Brownie. We had a Kenworth on the farm. Was set up that way. I drove it a bit, local hauling grain, when I was a teenager. Yeah, 5 and 4, yep. So you see, Gunsmoke, I told everybody, a main and a Brownie, right? So apparently I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. I like a deep reduction 15 speed. Yep, yeah, the 15 speed. I think they stopped doing the 15 speeds in the mid-90s.
You better be careful now, SoCal. You're dropping too much knowledge. Now everybody's going to take this information and go and spread it like it was their own.
Yeah.
This is personal experience. I speak on things like this when it comes to like my brother, because that's trusted information. He's sending me invoices. We're talking. He's sending me the build sheet. I'm looking exactly what he's spending. He's telling me the deposit. I'm seeing the deposit written on the build sheet. These are things I could speak on because I've experienced them firsthand or within a very close circle that there ain't no BS. I think a lot of people speak on stuff like this. It's like, oh yeah, my buddy bought a truck. He only put $4,000 down, went in there, and he came out with 5.33%. Now he's hitting the road making this much money. I don't know. I see that a lot, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you guys say, Stuart? You're awful quiet over there, Stuart.
No, just listening. I have to agree with what Nevada's saying. I'm just thinking 5.33%. I would love a loan like that on a freaking commercial loan, man. I mean, it's
Right.
you know, it's you know, and I'm fairly new to the financial side of it and the big numbers, right? So you know, it's a whole different beast. I'm still learning it, right? I mean, I'm in it, but I'm learning as I go with a lot of this stuff, and you know, I'm very much like Navarro. I only really like to talk about what I really understand. You know, and even the whole the build process, right? When you talk about the build process, I mean, when I called Steve, you know, we had an hour conversation going back and forth, and he straight up told me, he says, "Look, Stuart," he says, "I'm not trying to be funny here with you, but he says one of the biggest hurdles that I have with owner operators looking to buy trucks is credit and finances." He says, "What can you put down?" And I told him what I had available to put down, and we sort of did like a soft hit on my credit, you know, and the commercial credit to make sure at least I can get approved, like a pre-approval for everything, you know. So, and then that's when we sat down and really spoke and zeroed in on a truck. So, you know, if it's something that you're looking to do, you know, call your dealer up. You know, I mean, I know the situation is different because we don't even know if we can get trucks right now. But call your dealer up and, you know, talk to them, tell them what you want, what you're looking for, ask them questions on lead time, etc., stuff like that. And talk about the financing and ask these questions, you know. But don't be shocked when they come back at 12% and it's your first commercial loan. That's pretty damn standard, you know, because it's a different beast.
Yeah, when I told people my brother got that percentage, they actually looked at me and told me that was a really bad deal. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. It just is what it is.
I didn't think it was a bad deal. First commercial loan, I think he did good.
Mm-hmm.
And him buying that truck and getting that loan, it's going to get better and better. So I don't know if you're open to revealing this, but what kind of interest rates do you look at when you go and buy a new truck? Like, what do you?
Stuart, he's asking you, Stuart.
No, I was asking you, SoCal, because I'm curious. You're the one buying all these trucks.
This one's 8%. You know, and even then I called my old man because my old man's been in business for a long time.
Stuart? Is that your first commercial loan or no?
No, it's my second one.
Your second one, you're at 8%. Okay, that's good.
So it's a good reduction. And I called my old man. My dad's had many businesses. He's got very good commercial credit, and he says, "I'll be honest with you, Stu." He says, "You're not." He said, "I'm not going to get much better from where I'm at in my situation with the money I'm putting down."
Even
he says, "That's
my
really
carrier told me if they were to finance my truck, it would be somewhere around 7 to 8. So if they were going to finance it, they're looking at 7 to 8%.
So Spirit Warrior says, I ended up taking a loan from my retirement account to purchase my first truck to avoid paying more than 20% lease interest 2 years ago. Yeah, because, I mean, your first truck normally, especially on a used truck, they're going to hit you like a credit card. On new trucks, it's a little different because it's a new truck, right? So if they repo it, they're still going to get some money out of it. On a used truck, at that time, things are different these days, you know. But we're talking about before the CV situation, which I can't say the word. But before the CV situation, on used trucks, you'd always get the hit with the higher interest rate on your first time. And the new truck, you'd still get a better deal because if they repoed it, you'd still be good.
I mean, something to think about, and this is just, you know, and I'm just their thoughts here, right? There's no facts. They're just something to think about. With the price of trucks going up so much and the way COVID is and stuff like that, let's just say that the rates drop off, right? And then truck market tanks and stuff, and then truck values drop 30, 40%, and you've got a loan on a $250,000 truck or something. You know, that's a lot. At the minute, there's a lot of risk for the banks here. You know, they might be asking for more money down than normal because the trucks are the highest they've ever been value-wise. So there's a lot of risk for the truck for the banks now. So it's just something to think about when you're going into these negotiations and what might be thrown your way, because a truck could depreciate really quickly if the market changes. So it's just something to think about.
Yeah, that's anybody getting into the industry should be thinking about that, because if you go out there and you buy a truck, especially people new that are seeing the numbers over in trucking, come out and they buy a truck, and all of a sudden the economy drops out. Now they're stuck with an asset that is way underwater. I'm talking 50%, 60% underwater. They can't get out of it now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I only tell people right now, if you're going to buy a truck, if you got capital and you're not taking out a loan on your house, then buy a truck.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be like, you got to have capital. That's the only way. Like in this market, I think it's just having capital is the way to buying a truck. If you're taking out second mortgages on your home to get in the truck in and stuff like that, it's really risky, like super risky. You're putting everything on the line, and trucking is so volatile from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, and that I sort of agree with that in the sense of, you know, if we were having this conversation 12 months ago, when the rates were hitting their highest, you know, I've personally, they're now static at the top, right? That's what I'm personally seeing. They don't keep going up and up the rates. They sort of hit that plateau, and they're on the plateau rates wise. So to me, you're paying a premium for a truck. Rates are at their how long is it going to stay up on this plateau before it drops off? Could it go up? Yeah, of course it could go up more and raise more, but we're on this plateau, and my feeling and my knowledge of the industry or the freight markets, I have a gut feeling it's gonna come back down, and then you've got that that overpriced asset. So that, to me, basically that ship's already sailed. If you're looking to get into it, you better have a damn lot of cash, like you said.
Yeah. If you're coming in cash right now at these high prices, 300,000 mile trucks with 120, 140,000, you're going to come in and throw 120 at it, 140 at it, and just pay it off cash and then get into it. I think with that much capital, you can go out there, run the market long enough to where it's still kind of riding this wave, and then if it does tank, you're in it for cash. You're not stuck. And so, you just got to work your way through it. Eventually, you'll get your investment back. But it is definitely a risk.
You're not going to hear me say this very often. But at the minute, if I was in the position where I was looking to get a truck, I would seriously be looking at one of these companies, like a Prime or something like that, where they have a lease, to see what the market does. You can walk away from that if you want to, but you're not tied to a bank. You're not tied to anything like that. And it makes the lease more appealing right now for the way I look at it is because we don't know what's going to happen, and it is so volatile, and we're seeing the extremes of that volatility with the way rates
it's also
and truck prices.
It's very dependent upon like individual situations here. So like my carrier, I turned and I asked my boss this too. I went to him and I said, hey, listen, I'm a little concerned with the market, and then if this stuff fluctuates and goes down, what is your opinion? He turned to me and said, the way that you guys run, it could be 2008 right now, and you would make money. So that gave me all the confidence in the world to go forward with getting into a truck. Mm-hmm. It's definitely going to be dependent on situations.
Yeah, I understand, and you're a bit of a unique situation because you are a team, right? And it's going.
So is every single other same household team out there. You can't just write off every single same household team and say that buying a truck right now is a bad idea, because if you're a same household team, everything is cut in half. Your income potential to pay off that truck or your initial investment is cut in half as well. We're talking a matter of weeks here, depending on the situation as well. I mean, I don't think there's a general consensus on everything. You can't just blanket statement say it's a bad time to get into trucking, it's a good time to get into trucking. I think it really depends on your individual situation and ultimately capital.
I will add on top of that, solo driver, you're the only guy driving, I understand there's different, you got your teams and everything. I'm on about your single guy, your family man. He's the breadwinner of the house. He's trying to make a living, the career out there.
Is every single solo man out there willing to go out there and run for 6-7 weeks at a time to put bread on the table? No, some of them have to be home every weekend and stuff like that. So we're back to a situation that is, based on an individual, circumstance. Because some people are out here willing to run for 3-6 months at a time. They got to do what they got to do to put family. If they're not going to see their wife, I'm going to take this load to Vegas. I got a weekend layover. I'm going to drive back. I'm going to hop on a plane, fly back, see my wife, kiss her for one night. Then I'm going to get back on the plane, go back, get in my truck right when I get off the plane, and I'm going to drive it to where it needs to be delivered. I mean, who are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, okay. I see what you're saying, and I get what the point. But when you start talking about stuff like that, you got the guy that wants to be home every week, or the guy that's willing to commit 2 or 3 weeks at a time.
A lot of guys.
There comes a point, right? Where,
I wanted to be an owner-operator because I wanted more home time. I wanted to become an owner-operator because I want to control the freight. I want to be an owner-operator because of this, and this. Usually what it means is they want to work less, home more. Not very many people come out here, buy a truck, and want to work more, home less. What did I do when I came out here when I got our truck? We worked more, came home less. Because what? It was about the survival of the business. It was about the survival of recouping our initial investment, building up the coffers so we can afford for any major repair. We had certain goals lined out to where, like, when we came out here, we wanted $30,000 in the business account, savings allocated, not floater account, $30,000. Because why? $30,000 could pay for anything on this truck. Those are just our numbers. We just came out starting with like 45 in the bank, saved up after down payment and everything, hitting the road.
No, and you're right. You took the words out of my mouth, man, with what you're saying effectively. But and this is where it comes back to the mindset of being an owner operator, right? To have the ability to go out and, if you want to be home every weekend and you own your own truck, if you're starting out, you can't expect to be doing that. That's more or less a reality. If you're buying a $200,000 truck, don't expect to be going home every weekend unless you've got some really unique situation going on.
If you pre-plan, yes. If you have a dedicated accountant, you've already got an established thing. I mean, we're back to the uniqueness of trucking here. And here comes outlaw fucking RD trucking here. Excuse my language. But he's talking about, if things come to $1.50, you're going to be out more. Actually, that's when I slow down, because when rates are $5, $6, $3.50 and above market, $2.50 and above, we're out here running, making the money. If things get really bad, what are we going to do? Slow down. There's no reason to beat up our truck, and that's what we're going to do. We'll start going to a 3-week out, 1 week home. Yeah, we're going to have to go out and we're going to have to earn our money and cover our business expenses and whatnot, and we're going to live. But to an extent, when the market goes down, we're going to slow down as well.
Make hay while the sun shines, right?
I'm going to read what ORD says. If rates come down, I don't think they are going to come down much for quite a while. And I don't think they will hit $1.50 again. Too many things have happened. So here's my thing, RD. I do think the rates are going to come down really quickly. And why? It's not because of the market. It's because of volume, right? They're not producing enough volume. RD said, I did not say that. I don't know what RD said. I think he's talking to you. RD, hit the link and join us, RD.
Okay. I do believe I misread RD on that. I thought he was I'm looking at a pretty small screen here, but he said something. I thought he was saying, well, when things hit $1.50, everyone's going to go out there running. And that was my response to if somebody were to say that. Correction, RD. He was saying something different. So I do see that.
Said I did not say that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do think, and I want you guys to understand, this is my opinion. It's all this is. You guys can disagree with whatever. I really, truly, honestly pay attention to a lot of things that go on, and what that does is that predicts my moves, what I need to make 6 months from now. You know what I mean? And I think because production is very, very slow and limited due to the CV situation, and everybody because the rates are so great, everybody's going out and getting trucks and all that stuff. I do think the rates are going to fall because I'm telling you, you guys are going to come over here to the shippers and find out that, hey, you know what? Somebody else took that load. And you're going to spend a whole lot more time.
See, it's a double-edged sword when we're talking about everyone trying to get in a truck and come out here and make money, because everybody that's trying to get a truck, they're coming out, they're starting with their authority, they're getting a truck. I think that adds competition to the freight market. I really do. Now, when we're talking big mega companies and they're increasing just as much as we are, that's where the real drag is going to be on the overages amount of trucks. But I really think the independent owner operator out here is going to add value by being more competitive with rates and wanting more and knowing his worth and coming out here and asking for it.
But it's not so much. See, typically before the CV situation, it's all about truck load ratio and stuff like that. But today, it's not about truck and loads. It's loads. It's loads because people are not going to work. They're not making the stuff that goes on the shelf. You know, the ships ain't showing up to the docks to unload everything you go buy at the 99-cent store for China. You know, the stuff's not here. I mean, everybody sees it. Just like Peterbilt Steve's talking about. They're trying to customize trucks and they can't get the parts.
Yeah,
If you
I was
try
just
to order
I was at the
something,
store the other day and I was thinking, man, are we back to no toilet paper, no more water? Are we back to this? Really?
so let's think with common sense. If the shelves are empty, what are you hauling? If there's nothing really to haul, are the rates going to go up? Or are they going to go down?
They're going to go up because there's stuff that
No,
needs to get there to be stocked.
No, they're going to go down because you're going to have 55 trucks trying to show up to pick up that load of toilet paper. It reverses. If they're not making that much stuff to haul and you got a gazillion trucks out here trying to fight for that one load, what does that do? So we got me, you, and Stuart, right? And we get on the load board, let's say, and there's a load going to Phoenix, right?
I explained to him first I'm empty, and then second I'm a team, and then third I'm a household team, and I get the load.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. I know.
I'll just do it for less. I'll do it
I'm
for
going
less.
to tell you something right now. Solo guys run team loads. So, but the whole.
I've seen it.
No, dude, I know.
So, but just think about it. Besides the trucks and besides all that, if they're not making nothing, what do we haul? And if there's nothing to haul, that's what's going to plummet the rates. If there's nothing to haul, but plenty of trucks, the rates are going to go down. Now, when everybody goes back to work, full speed ahead, the rate's going to shoot back up again because now they got all this stuff and they got to fill the shelves. They can't fill the shelves right now because nobody's going to work.
Well, they're also making it harder to go to work too because of the cannot say thing. I've seen that over and over again.
So Cal, you're 100% correct because I actually just did a load for Tyson last week. Actually, my load going out west, and it had 3 stops on it. It was North Platte, Nebraska, Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Grandview, Washington. All chicken drumsticks, right? And this load goes out weekly. And I asked the broker. I said, "Hey, this stuff's going out weekly. Why are they doing it like this? Why don't they just do one full load to Grandview, one full load to Cheyenne?" And he said they can't process the chickens quick enough. They can't get the people to process the product, and so they don't even have the product. So they're just shipping what they have and divvying it out between them distribution centers because they just don't have the product to go to store. So I think you're 100% correct with what you're saying there. There's just not the product to ship,
and we're not there
very
yet.
limited.
We're not there yet, but we're going to get there because the United States is taking more than we're giving back on the shelves. So eventually it's going to catch up, and little bit by little bit it's catching up, you know. Like Nevada said, you know, he's trying to go get some stuff, and like Peterbilt Steve said, they're trying to customize trucks. They got the money, they're Rush Peterbilt, they're huge, and they can't get the stuff. So so it's going to get worse and worse and worse, and that's going to kill the rates. It's going to kill the rates. And the bad part about it with inflation, people buying $200,000-$300,000 trucks, and then the rates go down to 98 cents, 75 cents, $1, $1.05. Those guys are going to hurt. Those guys are absolutely going to hurt, and that's going to be the sad part about it.
Let me ask you a question, Cal, real quick here. With when we talk about these guys with the extremely overpriced trucks, right? Do you see there being once we have not much volume of loads, do you see it a race to the bottom because of the carriers just trying to make money to make their nut and get their truck payment paid that month? Or how do you see that? How do you see that playing out? Do you see that being part of the problem, or is it just going to be a shortage of product by
So
itself?
let's look at history. Okay. See, we're creating a whole new history, but we can look at history before, right? So normally in history before, right, before CV situation, right, every time there was too many trucks, what happens to the rates?
Goes down.
Right, it goes down. So if people ain't going to work and people ain't making parts, people ain't producing food, if people ain't doing all that stuff, if people ain't doing it, which means what? If people are making stuff and there's no loads and there's plenty of trucks, what happens to the rates?
Drop.
And the bad part about all this is you guys going to see more people sitting at the receivers waiting for loads that's no longer there. You're going to show up. Oh, that load's gone already. You're going to see more and more time of receivers trying to put loads together to get you out. And you're going to be sitting there longer and longer and longer. RD says, I get what you're saying, SoCal, but I disagree. Anyway, I just parked the truck and I'm heading to the casa. Next time I'm out of your area, we should get together for a minute. I respect you disagreeing, RD, but time will tell. Time will tell. Yep, time will tell. Cool Trucking said it depends where you live on how much your home. Live in the middle of the lane you operate in.
True.
Here we go. Karen says the ports are backlogged. Absolutely. And there's commercials right now for Texas saying, hey, guys, don't go to Long Beach, LA ports. Come to Texas. We'll get you unloaded right away. Do you know what the backlog is for a ship in the ocean from what I saw in that Texas commercial? If the ship is in the ocean to get unloaded, he has to wait in the ocean, I think, 30 to 60 days to dock.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That's insane.
30 to 60 days for that ship after it goes to the LA Long Beach port to dock.
So this is what I've been told. This is because they have 30-year contracts with the Port of LA or whatever port that they're going to. Is that why they're only going to these ports?
So normally, typically how it works is certain shipping lines, so let's speak on Evergreen, right? There's a terminal called Evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
They're not at all different places, right? They're at LA and they're Long Beach. They're not in Texas. They're not nowhere else. So if you're in China and you're buying a bunch of floor tile, you want to ship it, and you see the shipping lines Evergreen, you hire them to ship your stuff. See, so ships is just like it's like trucking, right? So they're competitive doing the rates and stuff like that, but the only difference is getting it unloaded. Now check this out. Maersk is one of the big shipping lines. Maersk is in Mexico. When I went to Mexico, there's a terminal, Maersk terminal in Mexico. So it's like a McDonald's or an In-N-Out Burger or whatever. They put themselves in different places, and that's where they can go. So Texas just wants to work. Now, if they port in Texas, that means the shipping lines that have their own docking in LA and stuff like that, they're gonna have to pay to be docked somewhere else because that's not their area. And from what the advertisement said, if the ship was in LA Long Beach ports and it left right then from the water and went to Texas, it only take 2 weeks.
Wow.
Instead of waiting 30 to 60 days. And here's the thing, here's the kicker of all this, right? Those containers are rented. Okay. So if you go to China, right, and you go buy a whole thing of floor tile, you don't own the container, right? It's just like FedEx. You don't own the FedEx truck that's going to deliver to the house, right? The container is the same situation. So you go buy a whole bunch of whatever in China, you want to ship it. What do? You hire the shipping line, you rent a container to put your stuff in, all that. So when you're sitting there for 30 to 60 days on the water, you're paying rent on that container every day.
Now, are they doing it? Are they doing anything with, perishable products? I mean, are they getting priority coming in, or is it literally a first come first serve when it comes to the boats? Do you have any idea?
I couldn't speak on that, bro, because I'll just be guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they got reefer containers.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the Twinkies hit the shelves, and we got to eat them in 3 days.
No,
Yeah.
that's my question. You open a container and everything's rotten, right? It's been sat out at sea for 2 months, and now it's like it's just rotten goods, and now it's just wasted money, right? So that's why I ask. Is I have no idea how that side of the business works.
Yeah.
It would make a lot of sense if that's what they had to do first. But like he said, they have a refrigerated freight or container, so I'm sure that's what they're in. Just depends on how long they can last in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So Media says that's why I'm headed back to my old boss's company. The wait time at distribution centers will kill you. Hey, if you guys got 2 years experience, you guys want to do some dry van, I'll put my email on the bottom of the screen. Hit me up, man. I'll put you guys to work. And my guys, I don't want my guys sitting. And if my guys gotta sit, somebody's gonna get charged, which means my drivers get paid, man. I always want to make sure my guys get paid. I am not gonna let my drivers sit somewhere and not get paid, because I do believe time is money, and I don't want to waste my driver's time because that costs money. So if you guys got years experience, you guys need to email me, hit me up, man. I'll get you guys rolling.
If you guys that do your own carrier packets and rate confirmations and stuff like that, one thing to look at is detention times. As far as a lot of the brokers, they're now, instead of being 2 hours, it's now you have to sit for 4 or 6 hours before they start paying detention. So because they know there's a labor shortage at these distribution warehouses, and they know and they don't want to have to pay. So they're now extending them time.
Yeah, but isn't there a labor shortage in trucking too? I mean,
yeah, I mean, there's always an
so it's like we got pushed down the totem pole there.
Yeah, I mean, and that's actually one of my things this year that I'm really working on.
I don't even care about detention. If I'm there for 8 hours, if I'm there for 8 hours, I want some money. But if I'm there for 2-3 hours, it's within reason. It's whatever. Just go on our way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you two hold the fort down for a second. I've been dancing in my seat. I gotta go to the restroom just really, really quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, for me, detentions. Just being in the reefer side. It might only be 4 hours. 4 hours here. But by the end of the week,
if you're only getting 4 hours of detention and doing reefer, whatever you're doing. I mean, whatever handshakes you're doing when you walk in there, and the smile, you're winking at them or something like that.
It's the accent, that, man. I just
it is the accent.
It's the accent. No, I don't know. We did reefer, man, and we were like sitting everywhere for like 10, 12 hours. I mean,
think it was the company.
As a team, bro. Yeah, it was definitely the company, but as a team, every place we went, Auto Meat Packaging, Purina, places like that, the worst. It was just like we were doing 2,200 miles a week as a team. It was miserable because we both get stir crazy. Like when we started our shift, we're both the type of people that like to go from when we start and have something to do until we're done.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're stir crazy. I mean, every once when we run our butt off, you know what I'm saying?
We love taking down.
Yeah, like we get a day off. It's kind of like a break, but we're so used to running so hard.
Like this weekend home has been beautiful.
Yeah, like binge watching like on Netflix or something for just a day, sitting in the truck it's just nice. Just when you're running really hard, you actually get downtime.
But the time we were sitting, we sat way too long. I mean, we got no drive-in basically.
I don't know. Reefer just wasn't for us, but I'm pretty sure it was the company too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm if I had to average that, I'm probably sitting about 4 to 5 hours on average at a dock.
I actually averaged my wait times at doors for 30 days. I haven't put that information out, but I will. I'll add them all up and I'll do an average for you.
The worst for me is Tyson. It's getting loaded, but generally when I'm picking up, I'm right by the house anyway. So I literally drop the trailer, go to the house, and then pick up the next day. So
oh shit, Nevada dropped off.
Yeah, so he dropped off. But yeah, so I usually drop my trailer off, get loaded, and then pick up the trailer the next day. So I really don't count that as detention because I'm at the house anyway. I just use that for my reset and my home time. So you try and utilize my clock as best as possible. So
yeah, that's one reason why I just wasn't with the reefer, man, because to me time is money, man, and when you go to the shippers and receivers, man, it just feels like they just disrespect your time. You know what I mean? They don't appreciate you being there. They don't understand. You know, everything's backwards over there. They just don't appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie, because of the way the tension has been, I've actually been looking at changing, and the availabilities of flatbeds and step decks and stuff like that, they're not on back order like reefers or dry vans are, and the prices seem a lot more reasonable in comparison. So I've seriously been looking at that and tossing that idea up of maybe even a Conestoga or something like that. So it's something that I've really thinking about doing, but I don't know, we'll see. You know, I want to get this first quarter out the way and you know, get this year rolling and then take a look from there.
Oh, they're back. They're back. Boom. There we go.
Phone died. He's been on it all day.
You got to know to plug in the charger when you're live on something.
Yeah, we forgot to grab it, but it's okay. We got my phone.
Cool.
And he's gonna go make dinner now for me.
What? He's gonna make dinner for you? What the what?
Put him to work.
I prepped it. All he has to do is go out to the barbecue and cook it. Everything's done.
Man. There you go. Well, as far as reefer, you know, to me, people have to look at time versus money, right? So when you see a reefer load and they say, yeah, man, reefer pays way more than dry van, if that's the case, right? Which I've seen dry van crazy. If that's the case, it's like, well, how much time does it take to do that load? So if it's an extra $300 more than a dry van, okay, but if dry van goes over there within an hour or two, boom, he's gone. Reefer's there for 6 hours, right? So how many loads per week in your time frame what can you make, right? So that's how I look at it. And I just didn't like the bull crap with the reefer. You know, they open up the doors, right? And they're not ready to unload you. And they want to come like an hour later with the doors wide open. Look at that temperature. Idiot, you open the door up. What do you expect?
Or they come up and they're like, I think I smell something. And your response is, I smell nothing. And they're just trying to get you to be like, wait, there might be a smell for them to be like, okay, now go wash. And sit an hour and let you dry out, or however long it takes, depending on if it's winter or summer.
Yeah, Mina is right. True, and fuel for the reefer. You have to look at that too. Fuel for the reefer.
Oh.
So if they got you sitting for 6, 7, 8 hours, you're burning all that fuel. All that fuel you're burning. You know. So what do you guys have for dinner tonight? Since he's cooking and you already prepped it, going on the grill.
Goodness, what's it called? Mahi tuna steaks.
Well, you lost me on that one. I never heard that. So I was thinking ribs. Tuna steak, you said?
Yeah.
Tuna steak.
With like soy sauce, orange juice, garlic. Oh goodness, it has a bunch of other stuff in it too.
Is he just searing? Is he just gonna sear it, or is he cooking it?
Yeah, just gonna sear it.
Just sear it. Okay.
Yeah. It's basically sushi.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like sushi.
Cool Trucking says, SoCal, I'll drive for you if I still drove. Hey, I appreciate that, Cool Trucking. I appreciate that. Yeah, my guys, because I go on Instagram Live, and 2 of my drivers are on there. Last time I went live, and you know they're happy, man. My drivers got Christmas bonuses. I know there's company out there give out Christmas bonuses, but I'm not a huge mega carrier. I'm not all that. You know, I'm just a little guy, so you know, I just show my drivers with respect. Make sure they got an easy day, just chilling and just making money. And you know, on Christmases, I make sure that you know they get taken care of.
Sounds like my company.
Yeah. Pete says, yep, I work at an ice cream plant and they won't load your reefer till it's ice cold in your reefer. But that's good though, Pete. That's good, man, because you don't want them to fast load that thing if your reefer's not at temperature, because then it's gonna melt. Now you got an insurance claim.
Yeah.
So you know, if you're gonna haul ice cream, it takes a long time to get that reefer where it needs to be. And so
like -20 for ice cream, right?
Yeah,
-20
yeah.
usually.
It's like crazy, and it takes time to get there. So I would always say, if you know you're empty and you're gonna go for an ice cream load, don't fire it up when you get there. Fire that thing up like an hour before you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
-20. And keep the door closed. They'll keep the door closed until they're ready to check your temperature and all that stuff. You open up the door, I'm ready, guys, and they don't get to you for 4 hours. The temperature goes up. You're in trouble. Let's see. Terrence says, I'm Reefer. I feel you. Man, straight up. So, okay, I sent you an email a few days ago. Shoot, you did? Well, I didn't get it. Resend it real quick. Let me tell you about my emails. I try. If you guys can't get me on my email, if you guys are on my Instagram, send me a private message on Instagram, or if you email me, put it in one of my videos and one of my comments, say I emailed you, whatever, so I can look for it, because this is no joke. Especially right now. I think it's because of the CV situation. Anybody else get like a gazillion spam emails? Because I mean, I do, dude. It's like, how do you get to the real thing? There's a lot of spam
all the
flooding
time.
down emails.
Spam.
So if you
It's
guys
got
have
what-
emailed me, I deeply apologize. Seriously, man. Just send me a comment on one of my platforms that I emailed you. That way I can look for it. I can actually look for it. So, yeah, we're just talking about Nevada. We're just talking about ice cream.
Ice cream.
Someone says that they haul ice cream. And so we were talking about how like an hour before you want to set your temperature for -20 or whatever it is. Don't haul ice cream.
Yep. Spirit said, don't haul ice cream.
Yeah, when you're at Reefer, doing any type of Reefer, I remember it being like, excuse me, burping. I'm like, just super regulated. Like, they're super strict with their trailers. Like, your trailer could be super clean, but if you don't have a washout ticket, then come back. I don't know. I didn't get it.
Spirit Warrior, are you the one that my office called you today, or is that somebody else? Somebody watched me on Instagram. Send me a text message or something, or email, and my office is working on that. Is that you, Spirit Warrior, or is that somebody else? But yeah, so we got a heavy haul. We have a oversized bus. It's gonna go for a show. It's gonna go to Arizona, and then from Arizona, it's gonna go to Virginia. So it's a pretty cool little run.
Yeah.
Not me. Didn't get a call from you. What is wrong, man? All right, guys. What is my office? Well, just email me, guys. Email me. That's all I can say. And then send me a comment on YouTube or Instagram, and I'll make sure I look for it. I'm telling you, I'm sure your guys' emails are the same way, where you get like 50 freaking spams on a daily basis. You know, it's just crazy. And if I don't know what name to look at, you know, then how would I know if that's you or not? So put something in the comments. Put a driving job or SoCal trucker. Put something that's going to grab my attention, so I don't actually delete it with all the damn spams.
I sent you my number on Instagram. If you reach out to me, I'll put together a little promo for you, because I believe, honestly, if me and my wife weren't in the situation we're in, we'd be hitting it on the email asking you if you wanted, a team. So when I feel that way about it, I'll represent it, and I just want to talk to you about a few details on that.
Yeah, that
So
sounds good, man.
I reached out to you on Instagram too. I mean, I get a lot of people talking about my company too, because they offer the guarantee and stuff like that. So we've actually done pretty good on referrals, which every referral that we get, which isn't much, it's like $250 a driver, goes towards my truck.
Is your phone dead right now?
Is it ringing? I have on the charger back here.
So someone's calling you?
Yeah, someone's calling them. It's funny, he just put it on the charger too. It's probably still dead.
Is that you?
Yes. Is this Home Depot?
No.
There's an echo. I hear it.
Yeah.
Awesome, we got you now.
Yeah, see, it's crazy. But anyway, back on our conversation, guys. No more 389's in 2024.
Is it sold out all the way to 23?
23s are sold out, and when they can take orders.
Let me ask you, what do you think about the digital dashes? Because I don't think I'd order another 389.
Nope.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't. I would go down to KW and I'd get myself. And if I was a solo driver, to be honest with you, I'd probably go get a W900 with a studio sleeper on the couch. Because if I was sitting at a shipper, I'd just go back, chill on my couch, got my Xbox up, put on Netflix, turn on, play a game, whatever.
Hell no, man. Hell no. The Peterbilt life, always, man, always.
Nah, I like them both, man.
I first took as a W9.
I like them both, but for some reason the W9 or the Kenworth were like, I don't know, I felt like I was sitting up too high.
Yeah, well, we sat in both. We looked at both the W900 and we looked at the 389. We sat in both, and we both felt more comfortable in the 389.
I personally have always loved the Peterbilt just a little bit more.
If I was solo, I think there's a little bit more customization with that W900. You got the Seattle package with the diamond stitch, couch. But if it comes down to it now, it would be more leaning towards the W9 due to the digital dash. Because as far as I know, digital dash it didn't cross over to Kenworth.
You guys have a digital dash?
No, we got an analog.
We did the classical
because if I'm going to buy this W9, might as well go buy a Volvo, man. If I I'm looking at a digital dash, I might as well just go buy a Volvo. I want that classic truck, classic feel. I ain't buying this truck for a new feel, and so I'm totally against the digital dash. I absolutely hate it, and I don't think I'll ever buy another 389
because of the digital dash.
Because of it, yeah. Unless they come out with some sort of conversion option where it's like, hey, I could take it to the shop and they're going to convert it.
Let me tell you something. People that get 389s normally don't want digital dash. They want the classic, just like you. They want the classic everything.
Yep. Classic mirrors, classic analog dashes, full gauge package. That's what I want.
I gotta turn this heater down, man. Hang on. You got the show for a second. Hang on.
But yeah, if you guys haven't heard, if you're buying a 389 right now, and you wanted the analog dash, those sold out long ago.
Oh yeah.
They sold out about the time that we ordered our truck. Like that was coming in, and some people have reached out to me on my channel because I've spoken on this before. I am not a digital dash guy, but I'll tell you, the analog dash housing in front of you, like with your speedometer and your tachometer, it's all one housing behind there. So technically, it is already digital, but what you're seeing is the analog. So they transferred everything to like a digital screen, and for me, it's just too advanced for that style of truck. Because there's a few reasons why you're going for that type of truck. Me was a challenge. Like I wanted to be challenged in my driving career. I've already been in an aero truck. It was just when you go down the road, what are you looking at? You're seeing trucks with long hoods. That's what I've always dreamt of. Okay, that's like, I don't know, you want to call it a status symbol or whatnot, but
it's a status symbol, man. That's exactly what it is.
But it's not only that. It's that I wake up in the morning and I get behind that wheel and I'm excited to drive. I'm excited to do my shift. Like 14 hours ain't nothing, man. I wake up and I'm excited. I enjoy it.
Same.
It's just I appreciate the challenge of getting it into a tight spot. Like I enjoy those things.
You enjoy the challenge. That's what it is.
He does enjoy. He always enjoys a good challenge.
Because after a while, the same gets too much for me. I like to switch it up.
Stuart, is yours a digital dash?
No, the only thing digital is the GPS and all that. I lost them six gauges on to the right there. But other than that, it's all the old look. But I like.
Actually,
I don't know.
You didn't lose the gauges, right? It's in that GPS, right?
It's still there. But
click on gauges, it's still there.
Yeah, I'm actually having a couple of issues. Like once a week, like it crashes.
I was getting ready to ask you that because it's an expensive unit, right, to replace.
Yeah, I've said if it needs to be replaced, I'm just going to put like an aftermarket one in there or something like that. So
no, what you need to do is see if they can do a software update.
Is that done?
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, maybe that's it then.
Because they can plug into it like those 6 gauges. They can change them. They might need a software update.
Okay, I'll have to take it in then. It's like I said, it's like once a week, and it'll just like the screen will go black for about 5 minutes, and then do something, and then come back. So, but everything else, I do like the GPS on it. I do like the way that all the satellite radios all built into one. So, you know, that's nice. It's clean and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I must admit, I'm very happy with this truck. I'm very happy with it. It's like it's a status symbol, you know, the pride. I enjoy doing my job. You know, I got pride in my truck. You know, just my whole attitude changed towards it.
Yep, absolutely. It's an attitude changer. It really is.
My whole, you know, my whole attitude
I
changed.
can't believe I'm hearing this. From what I heard of Peterbilt 389, you're just paying for a name. You guys telling everybody something totally different. You guys are feeling better, you know.
I had 3 people compliment me today while I was out by myself getting the truck wash. Makes me very happy. And then I had someone who wanted me to blow my train horns, which makes me even more ecstatic.
Yeah.
And I did it. And all 3 kids were like, ah!
Terrence says W900 is my dream truck.
And
hey,
I'll tell you what, after this digital dash with Peterbilt, man, I might be a Kenworth W900 guy. I don't know. I can't do the digital dash. I'm not on board with it. And they're gonna have to come up with some sort of way to convert it to back to the analog old school.
There's going to be some company.
I'll straight up say this right now. I will never buy a 389 with the digital dash. I will buy a Volvo before I go and buy another 389.
Well, I'm not buying no new Volvo, and if it's a digital dash, I just won't buy it all. You know, let's go with an older vehicle. I think Trucker 630. I think it says A SoCal, but I'm not sure. It's SCCAL. A older truck, can I do Amazon? Yes, you can. Or where can I get good power only loads? I'm company, huh?
He's company,
I'm company
now.
Now. He's company now, so he's getting ready to get into a truck, and he's looking at older trucks, thinking about doing power only, and he's asking about Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon don't care. From my understanding, they don't care. Amazon great for older trucks, at least during the busy season. Those are mostly light. I put in to be a part of Amazon in case I get some sub haulers that want to do it, but shit, they haven't got back to me, man. I filled out all the junk, and they're supposed to check my insurance, and that was like a month ago. So
I won't touch them. I won't touch them. I've had too many issues with Amazon. I'll show up, load ain't ready. I don't want nothing to do with them.
I like dropping hooks, but from what I heard, there's a load board. And
you'll pick up their trailers too, and it'll have a flat tire. The guys don't give a shit, you know. And then you got to sit there for 5 hours, 8 hours.
You're just spoiled. That's all it is. You're spoiled because you got your own trailer.
Yeah, we are. I don't even know how to say that the situation that we've been put in is like
blessed.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's what our fleet owner did for us. It's not something he would do for everybody, and it's just. All I could say is find a small carrier, build a relationship, and know that guy might want to give you an opportunity one day. But put in your dues and show yourself, and don't feel entitled. And always be always be assertive. Put yourself in the situation. Try and solve the situation for the carrier. Try to think of it as your business, and build that relationship. Then try to level up. That's what we did.
You, man. I got Minya's email.
Yeah, those spots will fill up pretty quick. SoCal. Yeah. Yeah, if I was at a spot where we were just teaming right now and we were looking for a job, I'd be hitting you up, hitting that email.
All right, so Minnie, what I'm gonna do is my guy in the office. I'm gonna actually forward this email to his email, and he'll be contacting you. Okay. My guy Freud, he's behind my cubicle back there during Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. He got bank hours, man. I gave him paid holidays and all that stuff. He's having a good time. So yeah, so we'll get that taken care of this time. So I received your email now. I got you. All right. Here we go.
All right,
It's a
guys. Hey,
slow
I'm gonna get off
process.
here.
All right, Stuart, man. I definitely
Yeah, I got.
appreciate you joining us, my dude.
No, I appreciate having me. I got an early appointment in the morning. Damn these cold storage places. So, but I appreciate it, guys. You have a good one, okay?
See you later,
All right,
Stuart.
brother. Take it easy, man.
Good night. See you in Vegas, brother.
You too, man.
Richard
Bye.
says it's a slow process while they are busy. Amazon comes with its own BS like anywhere. I made $6.15 a mile today on a quarter full trailer.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
I've been hearing, bro. That's what I've been hearing. So, I wanna check it out. I mean, see what happens. I doubt I'll be hauling it, but I know when I was pulling cans out for Amazon out of the ports, man, I was loving that, man. Just show up. I was going to the one in Henderson, Nevada, because you guys have 3 Amazon hubs, I think, right? North
There's
Vegas,
one.
Henderson.
Yeah, there's 2 that I know of. One's brand new.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you got 2 in North Vegas. You got one in Henderson.
I don't know
Right
about the one
across
in
the line.
Henderson. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
about that one.
It's right by the Raiders. No, it was right, not the Raiders Stadium. It's by their fitness center or their medical center, that big old huge
Oh,
building.
okay, in Anthem, yeah.
Yeah, it's over there. So I'd go over there, piece of cake, drop a trailer, and pick one up and head back. Gravy. One of the easiest times having money. Easy money right there. So let's see. Gunsmoke says, I like refrigerator as a company driver with mostly contractor freight. I do not think I would like it doing spot market. Yeah.
Well, I think that kind of
Spot
just
market.
depends on where you're at, though.
Yeah, spot market. There's nothing wrong. Right now, there's nothing wrong with spot market as long as you can find the loads.
Yeah, exactly.
For now, we're not really having a problem trying to find the loads, but it's going to get there. It's going to get there. Any questions for anybody about 389 and are they going to make them anymore or anything about trucking or anything? Right now is your time. Did anybody even hit the like button? If you hit a like button on the, put a 1 in the chat if you hit the like button showing attendance. Anybody hit the like button? Anybody awake? Look at that. Nevada just did it. Look, I can see his big old finger hitting the screen.
Actually,
Working my way to it.
we already did, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. On your other one.
Well, I did it on this
Yeah.
one before his phone died.
Yeah, my phone died, my laptop died.
What up, Patrick?
I'm over here trying to
Patrick
move on the
was on there,
laptop.
so I didn't even see Patrick in here until you put the 1 in there. So yeah, it kind of buzzed me out, man, about this not making the 389's no more, man. It's just
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing about it. It's sad.
Wait, they're stopping production of 389's altogether or what?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what this live stream's all about.
Welcome to the party, bro. Oh, damn.
He's more in it for people.
Why do you think
I didn't know that at all, bro. Wait, they're going to stop productions altogether of the 389's.
Yes.
So 2024 is the last year or 2023?
That's it. No.
24. Okay.
You got to realize you have to order them 13 months out. So
13 months out. So yeah, so what I'm curious to see what they're going to come up with. They got to have something.
Well, hopefully by 2024 everything's back to normal-ish, and parts are easy to come by.
They'll come out with something. I know.
Due to the
that's a huge seller.
Situations and all that stuff, Peterbilt's, the rumor is, and the reason why it's a rumor and not in concrete, because if the administration changes in 2024, they will continue with the 389's. If it don't change, they're not making the 389's no more.
Are they making the other one still? Just the A389?
Yeah, it's not the 389. Because the 389,
yeah, shit, didn't Joe Biden already say he only running for 1 term anyways because he's so old and he's just in here to get Trump out? That's what I mean. If we're talking rumors, I mean that's from his mouth, but you know how Biden is. I just say everything he says is a rumor.
Here's my question. It's not even a question. It's really a statement. Why in the hell? And I don't like talking politics, but I have to ask this question. Why in the hell did they put that man in office at 80 years old, knowing he can't do a second term?
Because
What was
people
their-
didn't want Trump's loud mouth and foul mouth in office, so they voted for the other guy, not even realizing who the other guy was. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah. Or maybe Biden was a better sounding name on the ballot.
So
Here's
I
what I
heard
tell
the other
people.
day. I heard the other day about Biden. He said, "Let's go, Brandon."
He did.
He did.
He did.
He did. He did. This guy's oh my god.
See, I don't watch the news anymore, so I only see memes, and that was a meme, so I knew that one.
He did, man. That crazy guy was on there and said, "Let's go, Brandon." I said,
The
"Are
news
you a
I
freaking
watched
fool?"
played the video, and I watched it. I'm just sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, he said it."
You know what was funny though? If you actually watch the clip, his wife rolls his eyes at him.
I'm sure she does.
She's just like sitting there, like,
Did you
"Oh my
ever see
god,
the
did you really
clip?
just do that?"
Did you ever see the clip where he announces that he's Joe's wife?
Yes.
Yeah. That
And
I
I'm-
get that.
and
That's
I'm
a slip
Joe's
of the
wife.
tongue. This is like full blatant, not like really understanding anything. And this is the guy running our country. That's the dangerous thing about it. He's like, "Let's go, Brandon."
There
Like, it's
were
like some
multiple
popular thing.
times where he said President Harris.
And she keeps up on this
I
because she'll.
keep up on it because I like to know. The guy I was listening to was telling me about the Rittenhouse, and so I kept up on that. And then he just kept going, telling us about the president. I'm just like, I'll stick with you. You're cool.
This is the stuff that I'm subconsciously put to sleep with, is all the political stuff, because she digs it. I can't. It will infuriate me, so I turn it all off. I don't want to know
I don't
nothing
play it
about
while
it.
he's awake, but I do play as he goes to sleep, so he gets a little bit of subconscious.
You know, we laugh at this, right? But
Mm-hmm.
let's just really look at it in a different way, right? Look at all these countries. See this guy as president, you know.
Oh, they think we're a joke.
I mean, dude, what's that tell you about the American people? Seriously, you got to
Mhm.
realize the president represents all of us, bro.
Yeah.
All of us. The whole United States.
The Russian
and he can't
president, I
say
can't think of
what-
his name right now, actually came up and said that he wanted a what do we do when there's two presidents wanting to go into presidency and they have to talk to one another?
Debate.
He wanted to debate Joe Biden just to prove how
How dumb he
not
is.
there he is. And he was just like, yeah, sure, let's go. And everyone was like, we're going to talk about this. We're going to get back to you in a little bit. And they never did. Because they knew that he would just wipe him on the floor. Because he's not there. He
You
can't.
know what I just remembered? There
Hmm.
wasn't even a debate. There wasn't even a presidential debate, was there?
Yeah,
There
there
was.
was.
The problem is
Trump
wouldn't stop talking.
Yeah,
Trump and Biden.
Trump and Biden.
Mhm.
There was presidential debates for this.
There was
Yeah.
at least 3, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there was a
The-
few of them.
Last one, I think they started cutting Trump's mic just so he wouldn't keep talking
Yeah,
over
they
everything.
were cutting his mic. Yeah, the way that the last election actually played out was so damaging, I think, to integrity of elections, and it's just my opinion. So many discrepancies in one-sided stories of, like, it's one-sided. If it was the other way, it would be completely different. It would be headline news that I can't watch anymore. I know where my convictions stand. I know where I feel about this country, and if it comes knocking at my doorstep, that's when I'll deal with it. Until then, it's none of my business. I don't even know if I'll vote anymore. Now, I've been an avid voter ever since I've been able to vote as well. So it's just, I lost a lot of confidence.
Mhm.
P says, I hate politics too, but Biden has done so much damage and he continues to do damage. Yeah, when he goes in office, here we go talking about politics. God dang, we're going to kill this channel. He threw out everything that Trump did, right?
He did.
And everything went to hell in a handbasket. And now he's bringing everything back. There's
Mhm.
courts suing Biden to get the stuff back that Trump put in place, like for the border.
Oh, yeah.
So now they brought back Trump's plan or policies for the border now.
They're bringing back the policies, but they're changing it to be Biden's name so it looks like he introduced it.
It doesn't matter. It's always been a bipartisan, securing the southern border, the borders in general. It's always been a bipartisan thing. It's just been politicized. It's crazy they don't think that we see through that. I mean, that's so blatant. But I don't know. Just there's been so much things going on in the political realm. I mean, even from Trump as well. And I'm not afraid to admit that Trump was a little bit bombastic and a little bit overboard, especially when he just doesn't know when to stop.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like a diehard Trump fan. I was a diehard Trump fan, but I was also like, he had his issues.
We knew when to criticize him and when to go like, yeah, let's go.
Exactly.
See, the whole thing that people have to realize, right, is you got personal and you have business, right? So him as a person, he's a dick.
Yes.
But him as a business plan, it's probably all right. You know what I mean?
Well, I kind of like the in your face approach. That will bong you to kingdom come. I mean, it is what it is. I love that about it because I was vocalizing, American strength.
So Nick says stealing from Joe Rogan a bit, but I think it's actually crazy to have one man as a single leader of a country of 350 million people. Not saying that because it's Biden, saying for anyone who's president. But Nick, here's the thing: we have Congress. See, we have Congress, so one man's not in charge. We have the Senate, we have Congress. The problem that we're having is our presidents want to go over there and they want to do the what do you call that thing where they just override everybody?
Executive order.
Yeah, executive order. But the president, they go over there and I think they should only allow a certain amount of executive orders per year or per presidency.
Yeah, I get executive order that limit to go nothing. Null and done due to some bombing. It's just checks and balances have been tested. Freedoms there's just so many, like the federal government can set a law and then the states don't, and then you got states' rights. I mean, it's a complicated situation, it being a republic, but it being stated as a democracy is just undermining the whole fabric of what our society is. And it's a propaganda war. And what I recommend is just turning it all off, don't paying attention to any of it, and know where your conviction stands. Right, wrong. Civil liberties, and understand the right to make a decision on your own, whether it be taking a shot or buying a gun or getting an abortion. All of those things are rights as you as an individual, and I don't think any side, left or right, can dictate what you do with your body or what the decisions you make. And I think as long as you're doing things in good faith and they're intelligent decisions, I don't think anybody should intervene to stop you from doing what you want to do as an individual in the pursuit of your happiness, rights, and liberty. That's just me personally, whether it's, like I said, an abortion or buying a gun or, anything that you want to do, as long as you're not harming somebody. I don't think somebody should regulate what you're doing with yourself or your body, whether it's a man, woman, anything. So that's just me. I feel strongly on the subject. But I usually typically avoid it because I don't think it matters. I stand on what I stand, and there's obviously something going on in our country that none of us can control. And until it's at your doorstep is when you speak on it is what my approach to it.
I agree as far as, what I believe in is government should stay out of people's business, period. Government, stay the hell out of people's business and govern the state. Stop governing the people, and that's what I believe in. I appreciate that there, DJ.
If you ever become governor, please don't implement a transit system and then take all the money from the federal government and the public the state funds and the federal funds, and then just say, oh, well, this is impossible. The only way we're going to do this is to increase the budget 15 times.
Are we talking about the California speed train?
Yes. All the money you took from the federal and the state, and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, this is why we have gas taxes and stuff like this. And then all of a sudden the governor's we can't do this.
These fools in California, like, I don't know how long, was it 7 years ago, or however long ago it was, voted for a higher gas tax for this speed rail train situation, and it's still not here. This
was 5 years ago. It was 2017. So 4 or 5 years ago is when they voted on it. And then you guys voted on it again to see if could repeal the gas tax or reinstate it, and y'all reinstated it. And I'm so glad that I left the state by then. I was like, we're out of here. They did some gun law stuff, and with the magazines, not being able to be detachable, and I was just like, yeah, later. Yeah. California started going after the Second Amendment, and I was gone.
I was born and raised in California until he took me out.
I had no problem paying the taxes.
That's Nevada, you're in trouble. Took her out of Cali. What the hell?
I am so glad he took me out of Cali.
Yeah, it was like a weight off your chest when you left.
Oh my goodness, it was. I didn't realize there was other states that was better than California. I thought everyone was like California.
Dang.
It was bad.
It's too much regulations. The weather is beautiful, but it ain't worth your rights, man.
It kind of depends on a lot of things, and I'll buy property other places, but I'll still be here in California, man. Always.
It makes sense.
I mean,
and I'll tell you what, San Diego, South Cal, SoCal, like Mission Beach, that's where it's at. Imperial Beach, yep. If I was gonna be in Cali, that's where I'd want to be. Right there in the thick of it.
I like Northern Cal.
I'd like to be right there on La Jolla. Or what is it, Catalina Island?
Peace is born and raised in Vegas, but I live in Utah now. I like going to Cali. The weather is so nice there.
It is.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off. I think we pretty much covered. And the crazy thing is, I'm learning this stuff, and I had Steve on, so a lot of it I wasn't even live yet. It's been recorded on this video. Because you have the live button, I forgot. So this is all on, and me and Steve's talking. I said, and I checked my phone. I said, damn, why is it saying I'm scheduled? And I looked up. I said, damn, I forgot to hit the live button. So I'm hoping when I get off, a lot of the conversation me and Steve had will be on the video. I'm pretty sure it is because it's on the live stream.
Oh, good.
I'll go back and rewatch the beginning because Stuart reached out to me and told me to hop on here. So.
Yeah, I told Stuart, I said, hey, because we were talking about Stuart's funny. So obviously I have your stuff on the trucks, right? So we're talking about the 389 and stuff like that. In the very beginning, Steve, Peterbilt Steve was on the phone with us. I don't know if you caught that, but so he was on the phone with us and we're talking about the 389s. We're talking about all this stuff, right? And then, so when we got off, I was talking to Stuart and I said, hey, Stuart, do you mind, we tell people what you paid for it, because Peterbilt Steve said that the last truck he sold was $210. Now this ain't after FAT and all the stuff. It was $210 on sales price. So he says, yeah, you can. I said, no. I said, you put it out there. I said, because your business speak on it, you put it out there. And I didn't want to put. I know you covered it on the chat on Instagram, whatever, but I didn't want to put your stuff out there, So I was like, hey, tell Nevada if he wants to jump on and speak on his truck, because I don't want to speak on it for you.
Yeah, the numbers are public. I put it out on my channel.
I know.
So you're welcome to speak on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just didn't want to do that without you jumping on, So
there
that's
was
what that was all about.
There's names of the sales rep and stuff on there, just people's personal information. That's all I didn't want.
Like Stuart says, don't talk about my deposit. I said, I'm not going to talk about none of your business, bro. And then what's he do? He talks about his deposit right here online. I said, Stuart, you just said don't talk about your, yeah, but it's just, like.
So he did 30, I did 10. I did all right.
Yeah. So that's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to put out, whatever goes through my fax, my emails, and all that, it stays private unless you guys, discuss it. So. But I appreciate you guys being on, and I appreciate everybody joining us. And it's my time to go, man. I gotta go. I bobtailed my 389 to the office, just putting it around, keeping the batteries good, and I gotta go put it back in the barn.
Have a good night, guys. SoCal, good night, brother.
All right, brother. You too. All right, guys. So here we are. We talked about the end of the 389. So really check the beginning of the video. You'll see Peterbilt Steve and I talking, and if it stays going where it's going, the Peterbilt 389 is history. What's up, Kenneth? So, all right, guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you guys hit the like button, showing the tents on the way out. Share out the video, subscribe, do all that good stuff. There's my email. If you're a driver with 2 years experience, clean record, you wanna kick, chill job, or people ain't bugging you with all the cameras and bull crap, email me, hit me up, man. I got a couple of positions available. Talk to you guys soon. I'm out of here.